Welcome. I'm the motherfucking Batman, David John Lincoln, aka the Savage Bat. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about Restore the Snyder Verse, San Diego Comic-Con, and most importantly, me taking the L for believing Deadline. So let's get straight in here and get some guests in here. And it's my man Necron. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Still suffering a bit after the long weekend with San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. It's some few bumps in the road, but we're gonna be all right.
It's gonna be fine. Do you know what I mean? We've been here before.
Yep.
Right, I might as well get the rest of the guests in. First time for the channel is my man Lord Koj. Hey, what?
Bam! Snyder Fighter.
Snyder Fighter.
Got me there.
Hadouken.
That was close.
Yeah. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Thank you for that. Oh, I'm great, man. How you guys doing?
Yeah. Good. And another one we got, my man Neo Sevens. Marcus, how you doing, mate?
Lady Betas. What's up, Jack? Necron, Koj,
Yo,
David.
it's my first time seeing you, bro, in the same thing. It's an honor. Hell yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. It was funny because when me and Marcus was on the birthday stream for Sil,
Sorry.
I didn't realise it was you. I've known you, and I Neo before.
Yeah.
All this. And I was like, wait a minute, I know him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. On the Facebook group.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, in the Facebook group. I wasn't quite sure. I was like, I'm sure that's him. But yeah, so anyway, what's happened with San Diego Comic-Con? Deadline got us all fooled, and not like it's been said earlier. No shame in that. This has happened before, and they're really, the only people here really that are taking the L is Deadline really, because and Warner Brothers, I suppose. Super Bro Corey.
Yeah, Super Bro.
Bro,
Motherfucking Batman. Yo, how you doing, mate? Retro Nerd Girl in the house. Yo, much respect. Socks in the place. Much respect. Always helping out and massive supporter of everyone. He's the man when it comes to that. What's up, Iron Retro? What's up, Socks? Caught up there now. Super Bro Corey. So, starting off with Necron, what's your feelings about what happened with this no-show from Henry Cavill?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to everyone. I was in a fucking cloud 9, floating around, waiting to burn some betas.
Yeah, so was I.
And what basically happened to me was someone shot an arrow up to the cloud, knocked the arrow out of it, and I came
I
falling
had
back
I had my flamethrower ready.
In the closet.
But I mean, at first, it fucking sucked. It's like, oh, really? And it is Deadline's fault. I mean, they're supposed to be in a legit, more legit publication. So I was like, hey, man, it's legit. And then, of course, Zach's tweet. And Zach didn't really mislead us. He told us the truth. It was the combination of that. I thought,
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
it was going to roll out. But, when you sit back, think about it, we actually got some more things actually pointing in the right direction. So we're going to be fine in the big picture.
Yeah, well, there was a lot, wasn't there? We'll get onto that more once we've got some more people joining, I think. But yeah, there was a lot to be happy about, really.
Yeah.
Namely this, just the little bits and bobs that we got. But so we'll go around. Look, Koj, go on. You go next. What do you think about what happened this weekend?
I'm not shocked or surprised.
No.
I've been through this before.
Yeah.
And,
it's like a repeat of history.
Yeah, if anything, I think it's more wins than losses because look at the buzz that surrounds it when people expect it. And when WB, this is their, they know this stuff too,
Yep.
When WB, shoots that airball or doesn't make it,
Snyder Cream in the house.
That's a double L
Legend.
for them, and now people are disappointed that it's not
Snyder
what we
Cream.
wanted. I mean,
Yeah.
those are L's for them. Those are W's for us.
Yeah.
Seriously, because it's
Yeah.
more hype, and hype is what made Snyder Cut come out. Hype is going to
Yeah.
make this one out. You know,
Yeah.
it'll be ups and downs. We're like, is this my? Oh no, is this my? You know, it sounds frustrating, and we've been there for Snyder Cut because like, is it gonna be that? Oh no, okay? It's like, you know, it's like 1, 2, 3. Oh no. You know, you're
Yeah.
getting pinned, or you pin the bad guy and you're going to win, but their shoulder gets up and you're like, oh man, there's more to this. How much more do we have in the tank? Let's keep going. And then the audience gets crazy. They want that win. Yo, it's just like a near pinfall for us, but we're just going to win eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I could go on about the. I was there, but I barely went. I was just hanging with my friends there. I met up
Yeah.
with Ben W and a few other Nasco and my boy Andy Escobar. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
And just to see them just hang out. But as far as anything DC, I went to one panel. It's just kind of, I'll go in detail about that later. I don't want to hog up time with my question, but I mean, was it Snyder Verse? No, because that would destroy the whole universe of internet, and that will come, I hope, and I just don't know when. But as far as whatever, you know, it's just kind of lackluster of less Snyder Verse. So those are W's. You know, I'll drink to that. That is chill.
Yeah.
More W's.
And how about you, Neo, mate?
Yeah. The biggest L is for deadline, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
because honestly, you see a supposedly reputable company like that, they go with that story, and then everybody starts flowing with it. You say, oh, okay, maybe there's something to it, right? But it is what it is. If you're an OG, if you've been in this fandom for years,
Yeah.
this type of disappointment is nothing. This is nothing. It's like
There's been
okay.
so many incidents over the years. I think the most annoying one was when someone leaked that Henry Cavill was finished as Superman. Did you remember that? And the whole internet went on just destroy mode. And do you know what I mean? I posted a meme of Christian Bale with the axe saying, if I find the person that done that fake thing about Henry Cavill, they're finished.
Yeah, but to go off of what Kojay is saying, he's right. I mean, surface level, people are looking at no Henry Cavill. It's this. Oh, sorry, my cat.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Did you just get your on the screen?
Huh?
What's that?
You can't just cross the screen. I was like, what?
Yes, he's trying. He's trying. Going off of what Kojay says, people are looking at the surface level, the Cavill thing, oh, the L, blah blah blah. No, you have to look at what's underneath that. Snyder working with WB again is a huge deal.
Yeah, this is what I was going to get to. Is like people are realizing that just the fact that Snyder's going to be in Teen Titans Go means that some sort of dialogue has been opened between WBD and Zack Snyder. I mean, come on. The writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall.
Think about it. It's animation.
Like Voldemort.
Animation takes a long time. So they've been talking for a long time. This is not,
Yeah.
They started the discussions earlier.
Yeah.
Probably pre-merger.
Yeah, well, I've said this before, like in my episodes and stuff. I think that they talked about this a long time ago. And, with the deal with Netflix, it's perfectly timed for Snyder to finish up that contract, come back and do the Snyderverse, then go back and maybe do Rebel Moon 2 and some more Army of the Dead stuff afterwards.
But isn't he filming it back to back? Rebel Moon 1 and 2?
I'm not sure. I don't know what
I think he is.
I thought he is that somewhere.
He can film all three if he wants to, man. That guy's impressive.
That's again people underestimating the power of Zack Snyder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And WB
did.
When Jim Lee said his comments at STCC about there's no plans. Well, if you look at Zack Snyder's old post with the Crisis on Infinite Earth book in the background. He quite clearly has been working on it for a while. Why would he? We know what Zack Snyder's like. Why would he put that book in the background?
Remember,
I mean? He's obviously studied. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. Remember, he had all those whiteboards with all this stuff on it, and he had it out on display. It wasn't. I think it was in Houston. He kept one for himself, right?
Oh, rare.
He kept one of the script books for himself. So that story that we were able to read, that's out the window. He got something new cooking.
Yeah,
he has something completely new, and everybody's all Lois Lane and Batman. That's thoughts. Those are early drafts. That's early concepts.
Just like BBS had a bunch of early concepts too, and he adjusted and adapted. And look at that. He'll adjust and adapt, and he'll keep surprising us. Sorry, I was talking to you.
No worries. I was just gonna say we have no idea where he's going now.
Which is gonna
be awesome. That's what I want. I don't want to know what's gonna happen. I want to be surprised, man.
But you know what? If you think about it, he's had the Snyder cut that we've seen, sans the extra stuff that he filmed at the end. Yeah. That was supposed to come out in 2017, right? So Zack, he had his finger on the pulse of the fans and also the general audiences. He found the right mixture, the right formula. Yeah. He had that back in 2017. Yeah. So, and then all this time sitting and gestating until the release of the Snyder Cut, listening to fans, listen to their gripes, listen to what they, you think he hasn't crafted something magnificent for the future if they let him continue?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's silly to assume that he hasn't really.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so worth it when it finally does happen.
Oh,
our minds are going to be blown in.
DC should not have lost San Diego Comic-Con. They shouldn't have lost it.
No.
If they would have had Cavill show up, not necessarily for Black Adam, but just announce him for future Superman projects, nobody would be besides the Wakanda stuff. Cavill will be talked about for months.
But let's talk about that. He's really being talked about still.
Yeah,
and he's
even
going to
without exactly.
Yeah. This is going to carry momentum, and if it happens into DC fandom, then people want Cavill. You can read the writing on the wall, man. It's going to happen.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's just kind of weird. It's like, if you're a surfer, you want to ride the dopest wave, right? And then you see this dope wave coming, you're like, all right, the next one. That's what they're doing. They're wasting time, man. They're wasting time.
Stop wasting time. That giant wave. Be Patrick Swayze and catch that giant wave, that once in a lifetime wave. It's right there. You're not gonna get some
Point Break, huh?
Yeah. Point Break. These waves are gonna be coming all the time. How many times we tell WB, listen, take our money, but this is what we want. I will pay for the other, crap that you're gonna dish out, but give us this. WB, they're dragging their knuckles. They still have leftover Hamada burgers and frozen patties in the freezer. So
that's a good example. I think they still have we don't want to waste food. It's already on the way out in this conveyor
and shit's expired.
Just shout out to Bat down there. Yeah, plug your video. Do what you like, mate. We're all family here. That's no problem.
It's like a car lot. They can't. They're not worried about the cars they're going to sell next year. They got to sell the ones that are on the lot now.
Yeah, get them off the lot.
That's where all the money's invested in right now. They got to get that shit out of here so they can come in with the new models. But until then, you're stuck. Got to move them.
It's like I still got to wait for that PlayStation 5, man. I'm not paying this all weird stuff. I'm still working on the thing.
I gave in the end and got a Series X. I was making my mind up whether I just gave in and got the Xbox in the end.
Oh, I got the Xbox S though.
Yeah.
X is the one with disc, right? Or
the one with the disc thing. Yeah, the one that looks like a fridge.
I'm stuck on my PS4 for a while. This is what it is.
Oh, I love PlayStation. Maybe not their customer service, so I'm a Lone Ranger when I go with PlayStation, but I like PlayStation. I have PlayStation.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of PlayStation. It's just when I bought the PlayStation 4 and I was a bit underwhelmed by it, so that was the reason I went. But I've had both over the years. You know, sometimes both of the consoles, you know, at the same time, you know. But I don't know. It's a lot of money to PlayStation 5 as well.
Yeah.
Like a mortgage.
Yeah, that's why I can't waste the amount of burgers. Seriously. You know, all the money I have, I will give the Snyder Verse. I'm good with that. You know.
Yeah,
bargaining chip on my end. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm gonna buy the shit out of that Teen Titans episode whenever it's released.
Yes, same. That's gonna be another streaming session.
Because that's the first time Zack has been hired back, because he didn't really get money for a Snyder cut.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that's right. He did it for free.
Snyder. Whatever funding that WB was forced by AT&T to give to Snyder for the Snyder cut, that was for the VFX. That was for some of the extra photography stuff. Yeah. And honestly, he did it because it was a pandemic, and a lot of these VFX companies were out of work.
I've read the thing about it. That was actually the truth. And he kept Hollywood going. A bit like Tom Cruise did when he was filming Mission Impossible, Mission 7 and 8, back to back. He was like pretty much the only person that was filming anything. And he was saying people are losing their jobs. You know when he had that rant at people for not wearing a mask. And I totally agreed with him. Because, do you know what I mean? Just one person, you get caught on the set, the whole production down. Yeah. They'll shut the production down.
And it costs you millions.
It costs you millions. And it hurts the movie industry in general. Mm-hmm. So, do you know what I mean?
The movie industry was hurting a little bit before that, too. Because
exactly. People stopped
the VFX company that did Sonic for the first Sonic movie, they went out of business. So when they did Sonic 2, they just started with a new team. That's why it looks a little bit different, but also the same. It was just hard all around. So he knew what was up.
Yeah.
Where were you going with that?
Yeah, back down. Never in my life I thought I'd be excited for an episode of Teen Titans Go. No, I have to admit, I'm not a fan of Teen Titans Go, but I'm going to be a fan of this episode.
I'm going to make an exception for that one.
No, but what's cool about Teen Titans Go, their satire and their comedy is kind of free.
Their satire, yeah.
Because they did make fun of themselves when they had the Teen Titans Go characters look at footage of the anime.
That was good. You see, I watched that bit. Was that the movie?
No, that was in the TV series. That was
I've seen that one as well. So I'm a bit more of a Teen Titans Go fan than I realise, I think.
But what's cool is that they could break that fourth wall. And then Zack Snyder is hired onto an episode of Teen Titans Go where they break the fourth wall. That's interesting because what is he going to say as a character, as a hire, back on the lot? That's really good because then, we might get some little tease. Either way, we're going to get hype. That's fine.
What were they saying?
That's what I'm going to put my money into. There you go. We're talking about money. That's what my money's going to be.
I don't understand why some of the betas are getting on Zack Snyder. Oh, cartoon, that's it. Yeah, but you were celebrating James Gunn being on Harley Quinn.
Can we remind him that all this stuff
we've got another guest in the house.
Another guest.
My man Skywalker in the house. Boom! How's it going, man?
In his glory.
What's going on? How everybody feeling today, man?
Good. Good.
I'm all right.
Keith Lee and Forrest Strickland in the form of Skywalker the Jedi, tag team champions in one person. What's up, man?
Man, you know what? I'm mad. I had my hat on the other day and I left it in the car. See, I would have threw it back on, but it's downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Damn. How's everybody feeling today? Everybody feeling good?
Yeah, great.
Everybody's good stuff.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing changed since yesterday. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we've only learned, right, that Zack's back in the door at WB.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, if anything, right? I mean, look. You already know.
We're in better shape than the day before Saturday.
Anything that could have been perceived as an L was going to be taken that way, right? So, They want to try to minimize this, even though us that have been here, we know what this really means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The actual power of him, right? And he didn't lie. He said, "See you in Hall H," and that shot from that cartoon was in Hall H.
Yeah.
What up, Socks? What up, Bat Dan? What up, everybody? What up, Snyder Queen?
Everyone's there, man.
What up, Anna? Oh my God. What's up? Yo, shout out to all y'all. Retro Nerd Girl. Oh my, y'all already know how I feel about her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
same. This is the first for me. This is probably the best chat I've ever had so far.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? This is pretty goddamn cool.
But to piggyback off of what Skywalker the Jedi was saying, I was like, yo, this is hilariously brilliant. Zack Snyder posted Tom and Jerry, the cat over the mouse. You know, the cat always not getting the mouse this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He talked.
Yo,
he said a sign that he's on top of this. That's why I got it from a nod to a Tom and Jerry leak of Snyder Cut back in the day. He talks to us in the like his post as a cartoon. He's going to speak to us through a cartoon.
Levels.
And then when we find out he's going to be in a cartoon speaking, it's like, shit, man. It's like.
And here's another little clue in the synopsis. They say the Teen Titans are on the WB lot looking for a director.
Yeah,
Ooh.
right. Why would Zack be on the WB lot? Like, yo, why? If he didn't even have a contract, his contract had ran out.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so he signed a Warner Brothers contract to appear in this cartoon.
But Skywalker, that means nothing, right?
Yeah, it means nothing.
Bruh,
it's not a big deal.
I've been reading the comments on Facebook and Twitter.
Hit piece after hit piece after hit piece, but they hire him back for a project. That's no big deal. That means nothing.
That's what
the streets are saying.
Hey, look, there is a lot of our fandom, right? Shout out to you, Ray. There are a lot of people in our fandom that are like super jaded. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. It's been a long fight, right? People thinking that, you know what I'm saying, that all this stuff just means nothing. I'm talking about the people in our community that feel this way, right? It's okay to read into what's going on and to be excited, right?
Yeah.
Zack signed a Warner Brothers contract. Like, I don't think that people are like really understanding the importance of that.
They don't know the hatred between him and WB.
No, but even some that do, right? They're even acting like, yo, this is not a big deal, right? So I think it.
But then Snyder Cut's not a big deal. What the hell?
Right?
I listen to him.
No, I'm speaking to people that are like on our side, right? You know what I'm saying? It is a lot of jadedness that I have seen, right? And I get it. But this is a new company, right? You cannot put that same jacket on them. They're not the same people, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody's saying, "Oh yeah, they're trying to do this," and you know, look, what I saw yesterday is that they are going to try to use the Snyder Cut timeline as a backdrop, right? Because nobody wants to connect to Justice League, right? Yeah. And as long as Zack is brought back into the fold, I don't see a problem with that.
Definitely not.
Like, who cares if Shazam is trying to connect and whether or not that's Snyder Verse? Who cares? As long as Zack is back, what does it matter? What does it matter about the Flash? What does it matter if, like, it's not the same Henry Cavill in the Black Adam movie? I don't care. As long as Zack is back and he's going to do his movies, that's all that I care about. So all these other films, right? Like, you know, I will feel much better about Black Adam and Shazam 2 and all these films coming out, right? If Zack is back. And think about it like this. Do you want them to be using the Justice League timeline, right? That means that they're going to try to continue with that. At least now they're using Zack's movies as a damn backdrop, which means they're probably going to be more films in that universe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I've already made it clear. Like I've said, like all you know, Flash, Aquaman, Black Adam, and Shazam. I couldn't care less if they're shit. I couldn't care less either way. as long as they restore the Snyderverse. And then maybe, like you said, Skywalker, I might feel like going back and watching them. I might feel a bit better about it. But yeah, it's
I've been hearing,
pre WBD. There's going to be issues with them.
I've been hearing a lot of oh well, it doesn't matter if Cavill comes back. It doesn't matter if Cavill is in Black Adam. Like what? So do you not want these characters coming back? Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do we not care?
I care. That's for sure.
Like, right? It's for Henry Cavill not supposed to come back. Like, so we don't care about him coming back in any sort of capacity, right? Like, if Zack is back, what is the problem with that?
What's
They're
the problem
trying
with
to course correct?
Yeah.
What's the problem with the DCEU being the Snyderverse? It's under him. He's the main guy. It's his architect. And
just like Bruce Timm for the animated universe, you can't do it without.
Shout out to Richard Nergal.
I think that's what they care about.
That's the best takes.
I think they care about what we care about. Because like you said, Skywalker the Jedi, a very key thing is this is a new company. Now, if we could imagine if we were the new company taking over or whatever with WB, let's think about it in the sense of what do we have at our disposal? Okay, from my experience, from what I see, if I was the new company, I'm looking, all right, there's a bunch of snakes here and a bunch of deceit and a lot of weird press. Now we're going to get to the bottom of the scenes going on. Now we have access to Snyder Cut. We have these remaining movies already pooping out of the conveyor belt and they smell weird. So what can we do with this? We can put them all out, entertain them all, and now we can see without prejudice or smoke screens, we can see intimately what the numbers are and what the audience really wants on their end. I think now more than ever, whatever you feel like, whatever you cover, whatever you promote, whatever you watch, whatever you put your money into, the new company is seeing that. Everything we do is a vote of what direction to go in. That's why everything is important right now, especially with a new company watching everything, and then having Snyder being hired to do a project. No matter what people look at it, it's just a cartoon. It's like, these are comic book inspired movies. That's a drawing on paper with words to tell you a story. Shut up. Get the fuck out of here with that excuse, right? This is time that they could see by vote without, let's say, Jeff Johns sneaky goggles. That's a shot. And they could see for real what the numbers are without anything being skewed. Meaning everything we do is a vote of confidence, and I'm voting into this. So that's how I roll. That's why they're sneaking around, trying to get stuff around. Or maybe they are trying to blend it. I don't know, but whatever we do, reflects what we want. Tabloids don't make money if you don't buy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me say this real quick, right? Because I kind of came in hot. Shouts out to this incredible panel. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Savage Bat, Necron, you know what I'm saying? Koj, my man Neo Sevens over here, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that was cool.
Look, and so look, I just want to say shout out to all you guys, shout out to the chat. I'm very happy to be here.
Glad to have you.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you all the time, bro.
It's great betas.
No, betas, please. Eat a Snickers and touch grass.
Yes, fire.
I don't know what to tell you.
They don't.
No, they need to get out and do stuff.
There's a world outside your door.
Yeah, at least go and have a barbecue or something.
Or make a friend, be happy.
Speak to a human being in person.
Enjoy yourself. You only get one life.
That's it. It's not video games. You don't get multiple.
No, you do not. There's no continues. Someone said the Shazam trailer was Whedon shots, not Zack Snyder's Justice League shots. I know where
everything was Snyder.
I know where the confusion was, but that they was Zack Snyder's Justice League shots. What's good?
They can't come to our lane and tell us.
They really be trying, right? They be trying. That's not starts. Technically, get the fuck out of here.
They were trying in the comments on my Facebook post earlier, showing the difference of the color gradings and stuff. I was like, Well, you don't. That scene weren't in Justice League, so just shut the fuck up.
Where was Clark when
that
Batman
last
was
shot
there?
had a damn red sky in the background, like you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like some of it, was
Also,
used
the
by Joss
saturation
Whedon.
fucked up in Justice League.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why
it
it
is.
bleeds so much when you watch it. That's why you're kind of like blurring a little bit, because it's just so hot. Like it's like meant to be have shape and depth.
Yo,
but
Chad
they screwed
Snyder
that up.
Verse. Like we haven't seen the movie 100 times. Come on,
There
come
you
on.
go.
Yeah, exactly.
I have.
Like studied every single millisecond of it, back to front. So, do you know what I mean? Just shut the fuck up.
I feel very Bullet Club here, just so you know.
What's that?
No, it's like the dopest faction in New Japan Wrestling and all pro wrestling, really.
Oh, the Bullet Club.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, cool. Oh.
They're like I'd say stronger than D-Generation X and that NWO era and WCW.
Hey man,
I'll
That's
fight any
like-
mark who says otherwise.
that is a hot take, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, too sweet, baby. There's a Switchblade era also, in case anyone didn't know.
Man, better than the Wolfpack,
Thanks.
bro. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, let's go. Switchblade, let's go.
Yo, sickness. Yo, how's it going, man?
Sickness.
Y'all want to know who my favorite tag team pairing back then was? And they had the hardest entrance with Kane and X-Pac. That was like the hardest entrance ever, bro.
At one point, it literally
Y'all
came with
remember that?
sparing X-Pac the whole time, even
Huh?
out of the ring.
I don't really follow wrestling. I used to years ago, but not much.
This
anymore.
was
It's been a
years
minute
ago.
for me.
It was. Oh, right.
This
I
was.
don't know.
back in the
I'm
day.
talking Andre the Giant Hulk Hogan.
Oh
times.
shit!
Oh.
Yeah.
The golden
Yeah, me
era.
too.
The golden era.
I think I stopped around 95.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a long time ago.
Oh, you
Yeah.
missed ECW and all that. Dang.
Yeah,
That's when it
a long
started
time
getting
ago.
good, bro. Like you man.
I think the last wrestling match I watched was when Stephen Amell was supposed to show up, and he done that thing where he slapped one of them or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ironically, I think it was the last time I watched was when The Rock left. That was like 95, 96
He
or something.
left a lot.
Well,
He talking about
the
that first
time
time.
that was in the mid 90s.
Oh, when he was in the movie Doom and Scorpion King. That's the
Probably, maybe
Watch
Scorpion
Hollywood,
King.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, once he went Hollywood, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I
You tripping?
was a
man.
fan.
You tripping, bro? Like that was right in like when it was. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like 97, 98. It got crazy, bro.
Attitude
I'm
Era,
sure
right?
you've
Was
heard
that-
of Mr.
Right.
McCoon retiring.
Yo, that's like the best time, bro.
I
For
don't
me.
know who Mr. McCoon
Best
was.
time.
That's the best modern wrestling right there.
Hey, look, AEW is lit. I pulled up with Kojay, you know what I'm saying? Like it was lit. I had
Right,
a
bro.
great time. I've been watching. I have been entertained ever since I started.
Thanks. No.
AEW is like super dope. So shouts out to Kojay for putting me on.
No, glad you still kick it with me on it. We have some good times, man.
Are you
But-
guys bummed that Vince McMahon left? He's retiring.
No, he's a creep.
Oh.
He's a Toby Emmerich.
It's
He needs to
time.
go.
It's time.
Oh
He
man, he
said-
was like a
he
cancer.
said-
Female wrestlers have
You can
sex
say
with them.
Vince is
They
Toby
need to shut
Emmerich.
up about
He
it.
said,
God, you guys are making me feel old now.
He's probably leading.
I mean,
He's
that's all them
fist
Johns,
pumping his
Toby
hair,
Emmerich
his hand in the
come out of
air,
it.
like he won
Look.
something.
I'm sorry, I like derailed this whole conversation.
Yeah,
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You just reminded me. I remember when I'm a bit of a Star Trek fan, and The Rock turned up in Star Trek Voyager.
Oh,
and
he
I thought
did?
to myself, yeah, he's in one of the episodes, and that was the thing.
yeah?
That was one of the first
Wow.
things that he was ever in.
Was he a
And it was-
Klingon?
No, it's like there was a sort of fighting.
He was
sort
like an
of,
alien, right?
Yeah, he was an alien, but it was like a sort of
It was
ship
like a
where,
gladiator thing, right?
like a gladiator thing. That's
Oh,
it.
I did see that one.
And he comes out and fights 7 and 9, I think it was,
yeah, that's
at the
right.
beginning. And I think that was the first
He had
thing
like
I
a
ever
white
seen him in.
leotard on.
That's it, yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
and
I remember
that
now. Whoa.
that was the first time I ever see him in anything, really. I think
He
So-
did a rock bottom on Star Trek. Now he's
Yeah.
gonna do it on DC. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
know
telling
it's
you,
coming.
y'all, he's going to
Robert
rock
Meyer
bottom
Burnett roll up
Superman.
in
Yeah.
I'm
that
telling
and
y'all,
talk about
during that
That's what
fight,
he wants to do.
you know
And
it's
he'll
gonna
do it
happen.
while he's flying, like boom, and fly
Yeah.
all the way down. You know, he'll make it like a Superman.
That is
in
exactly
Justice.
what's gonna happen. He's gonna fly down.
Yeah.
Slam his ass for a Bentley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Chad
saying?
Snyder verse. Oh, here we go. We've got
Come
we've
on,
got
he's like
another
the most
guest.
electrifying man.
Got another guest. It's my man Zod Ryder in the house.
Hey, everybody. You know what? I was just thinking, Kojay, about that Star Trek Voyager episode with The Rock. I mean, the dude is gonna rock bottom his way through every universe that he's in. I think he did some shit like that on Hercules. In that movie Hercules, didn't he rock
He did
bottom
it in the
somebody?
rundown.
No, he did some kind of like choke slam rock bottom thing, but it was
He did it in the fucking rundown too.
Yeah.
Chad Snyder verse, bruh. I forgot The Rock was in Doom.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the tweet when The Rock, the Doom, The Rock? I've normally do quite good films or something like that, except with Doom. And the actual official Doom account commented underneath the tweet saying, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, you're gonna take it.
Even The Rock acknowledged that film was shit. But it's actually one of the films.
I like Doom.
Yeah, same. I was just about to get to that.
I like it.
I've got. It's one of them films. It's one of them films
It's
that
one of those films.
if you're chilling, it's just something to put on in the background. You know,
Yeah.
it's
They
cool.
should have
It's
done
like-
the whole thing in
it's
first
like-
person.
It's like
The whole
watching
thing,
that
like
movie.
Hardcore Harry
It's
or
like
something.
watching that '90s, that '90s Wing Commander movie. It's low key.
Oh.
cool.
Yeah,
It's
that's
low-key
it.
cool. Like, you can
Oh,
put it on in
the
the
one with the-
background.
I haven't seen it in a while.
That's
In
a
my
little
memory,
shiny
it's still shit.
Yeah, low key.
Freddie Prinze
It's low
Jr. was
key,
in that, right?
okay.
Hey Zach,
Yeah.
I want to say shout out to my Voltron brethren. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Thanks for
welcome,
coming
Bates.
through. You feel
Yo,
me?
of course.
Yeah.
I would have been here sooner, but I was dealing with something with my girlfriend, so I was busy. But I wanted to get on here as soon as I could, and I'm like, man, this is not a panel you want to miss, especially when you're dealing with the MF and Batman up here.
Wow.
Motherfucking Batman, take no prisoners.
God,
You got the best
you were
handle
touching
intro.
grass?
Yeah, thanks, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to touch
Yeah.
grass.
Drink water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
hot.
need to. Oh, mate, you
Stay
need some
hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Hydrated.
Oh,
Hashtag
I was
stay
crying. I was absolutely crying about that. let's not get too salty about it, though, eh? That shit was fucking hilarious.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of salt. Nothing wrong with it. Gotta tell you.
Honestly, I was fucking dying. I really was. I was
Yeah,
like, what the
Carl
hell?
Urban was in Doom. Socks. You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying?
And Carl Urban, yeah, he was made
Zod.
Yeah, Corbin, yeah.
Massive shout outs to Zod Writer in the chat here.
I mean, and this is such a beautiful panel. I mean, think about it, guys. How often do we get Lord Kojay on here with us and Marcus? I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I contacted both of them. I was like, right, this has got to be done.
Thanks, man. You gave me enough time to work it out.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. That's just excellent. Do you know what I mean? It's, like we're all friends and stuff, but a lot of you have been my heroes over the years in the fandom and stuff, and just to be friends with you and have you involved in my channel is such an honor.
Same
I've
here.
said this
You guys, your channels are killing it. You guys are bringing out so much great content. I mean, I'm getting ready to be thinking like maybe I should retire soon. Like I'm over here, I'm over here looking at like people like listening to getting in this like this elder statesman sort of mind, like Abu Nas, like he's like I'm gonna walk away into the sunset, I'm gonna ride away, it's just amazing seeing all these channels, like again, like looking at the way Skywalker's growing and Al Necron's got something good going on. The cool table is thriving. I'm loving it, man. This is some fantastic stuff.
I'd love to see it.
It might be some more
I love
cool
to see
table
other
members popping up fucking soon too on here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you never know. You never know what you get with a Savage Bat.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. I tell you what, just massive shout out to the chat. Thank you so much for this, all people turning up. That
Very cool.
You know, I've been looking forward to seeing. Much love out there, and thank you all for your support. It means the world. You know, I'm starting off. You know, like I've said before, I've been doing this shit for years on Facebook and stuff, and I'm new to the YouTube game. And everyone's support is just honestly, I can't thank you enough. It means the world.
So Marcus, when are we going to turn you into a full-fledged content creator? That's my question, bro.
I'm actually thinking about it.
Do it.
Oh yeah.
We need the Snyder army.
Neo
would you like to, in a couple of weeks, join me on a late night Q&A? Because I think that
I wouldn't mind that.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
I would.
Man. Being on
I work at night though, so it would have to be my one of my nights off.
Okay.
Like a Thursday or Friday.
Well, yeah, I usually do it on a Thursday night. So
yeah.
Thursday night or a Friday night. We'll figure it out.
Neo Sevens. I'm still doing this shit on my phone. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing it on my phone,
bro.
Oh God,
no excuse, bro. No excuse, bro. None.
I saw from my
Restore the Snyder Verse never sleeps, bro. There are people up at all times of the day. It is a worldwide thing. We all support.
Wait, Skywalker.
I guarantee you that people will want to hear what you got to say, bro.
Skywalker, not to cut you off, but that last video you did where you were sipping on your margaritas and you were all confident and you had your sunglasses on. When you did that video, you did that on your phone?
Yes.
That was dope, man. I mean, on your phone, that was dope.
Every video I put out has been on my phone. I'm on my phone right now.
That video was silk. It was just smooth.
Skywalker's phone and mine are the same. This phone.
What was that? What that stream where you sitting?
Movie on this thing.
Where Skywalker was that stream you did where the beach was in the background the other day where you did a little bit of a clapback. That was that was super chill.
Ted DiBiase glasses on.
That was so chill. I was like almost got so chilled out. I was like, oh man, you know what I mean? Like, someone put something in my drink.
I was sitting there that night like thinking, man, if I had some margaritas right now, I'd be like right there on the level with Skywalker. Yeah. That was the best video.
Hey, y'all didn't know that's what my mom's basement looks like. You know what I'm saying? I live in my mom's basement, so you know. Dummies.
Mate, you're at Damn,
the Wi-Fi is good down there.
Man, yo, look, literally though, but no. Marcus, you ain't got no excuse, bro. I'm on my phone right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm dragging my knuckles on this.
That stream reminded me of was where when you play Outrun, and it's got the palm trees in the background.
You have to go to certain areas to get to that level. You know?
That's it. Yeah, you have to like if you go to the right one and then go to the left one and the next one, you end up on Skywalker's beach. Don't you?
Yeah. I love that
for the beta, that's a long way from the basement.
I got there's also that Cali love, you know.
Real talk, that's what it's gonna.
Strong kings out here are chill like that. Skywalker, no.
Koj been to my house. You know what's up.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool. And I'm planning on coming to the States next year, so I may come and pay you a visit, Skywalker.
We'll have some pints, man.
Seriously, it'll be my first time in the States, so yeah, that'd be good. So you'll have to tell me where to go when, what streets not to go down.
I know where to go.
Oh man, y'all just don't understand. That whole area is gonna be. Skywalker's gonna get so big that at some point that entire area is gonna be called Skywalker's basement, y'all.
Yeah, that did get some major hate watching.
That should be the
They're
name
gonna
of
name
the club.
beach after Skywalker, man. They're gonna name the beach after him.
Bro,
It's gonna be
that
like,
was crazy. You said your mom's basement. I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to go downstairs and show you what the
Down
basement
with
looks
the
like. You know what I'm saying?
what's that basement look like? How's that basement? You show that view.
Skywalker had to man up and show him his basement.
Right.
That was fucking brilliant.
Man up. Oh,
Man.
Rich.
Just
They
hope
must
don't
have
reply the
strong
same way.
fingers
We'll
from
see
all
that
that typing.
Yeah. So we haven't got around to Zod. What do you think about the events this weekend at San Diego Comic-Con? And how do you feel about it?
I don't know. Contrary to what everybody, what a lot of people are saying, I mean, you know, man, the Snyder Verse is back. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's a done deal. I think we got it. I think Zack is, you know, the cartoon is just was just a hint to say, hey, you know, I'm working with WB again. This is a working relationship in progress. We're mending fences here, and the Snyder Verse is coming back. We even had clips from the Snyder cut in the Shazam trailer. I mean, I really don't. To me, I'm looking at it completely from a completely positive point of view. And also, I wanna say, because there's been a lot of people out there. I don't know. We call them antis, betas, whatever you want to call them. All right. Somebody said in Sill's chat today that that plan for Titans with Zack Snyder has been in place for like 2 years or something, and whatever. I would like to know where they got their information that this was something that was
trust me, bro,
for like 2 years, because I never seen anything on Zack being in Teen Titans. I've never seen anything like that. So
no, that was kept very secretive.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
they don't know what they're talking about. It sounds like
no. Well, there is a possibility that maybe Henry pulled out because The Rock didn't want to be overshadowed by him or something. The Rock, you know, and that is what that is.
That I could believe, because The Rock.
That's how he wrestles too.
Because The Rock, like we said, like we've been saying, is all about The Rock, and you know, you could tell that when you see that clip, that Comic-Con clip later on, and we get the sad face Dwayne. Sad face Dwayne is sad, not because not because he's sad because he didn't get the reaction that he was hoping for. And
no, he got booed.
And the fact that he got booed couldn't have been easy for him.
He did all that peacocking for nothing.
The man literally came out in a Black Adam costume.
Do you know what? I actually felt a little bit sorry for him, because you could tell he was wounded. He was probably wounded.
You want to know why he felt wounded? Because he knows the true hierarchy of the DC universe.
Yeah, which is Superman.
He has kept, he has been pushing his narrative, right? And when this movie went into production, I'm sure that they didn't really know that when Zack was going to be coming back, or that was even going to be a possibility, right? So he really thought that he was about to, be at the forefront, but now, unfortunately, he has been reminded, and like now it is solidified. This was your moment. This was your one big chance, and what were people asking about? Superman, right? And so, bro, you're not bigger than Superman, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what this movie should have been. This movie should not have been The Rock as Black Adam. This movie should have been The Rock versus Superman. Because I'm going to tell you what the problem is.
Yeah.
The Rock is not trying to be a DC character. The Rock is trying to be The Rock in a DC character costume. And I'm just like Sil Abdul. If I go into the movie theater and I'm watching this movie and I see The Rock, like literally rock bottom Dr. Fate, or rock bottom Owl Man, or whomever the hell is in there, I'm gonna walk out the theater because to me, I don't want anything to remind me of it being The Rock. The Rock has to act, and he needs the pointy ears too. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
sorry.
hair. I always said that from the start, and everyone's like, "Oh, it can't be comic." Well, they could at least have done the ears and the hair.
At least the ears.
Yeah. And I get what you mean, Zod, as well. Like, you know, like when Muhammad Ali fought Superman, it should have been that Rock versus Superman.
The Rock v. Rock v. Superman, and they could have did it. They could have played it up like a big event type of thing, and it could have been outside of. I mean, they could have even put it in the Snyder Verse as a backdrop if they wanted to. But the fact is, The Rock is best at playing The Rock. He should not be playing a character like Black Adam when he doesn't really want to play the character serious. He wants to play the character like he plays every other character, which is lay it the smackdown. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a couple people's elbows up in there too. This dude is straight up gonna play it like he does in everything, like when he was on Star Trek Voyager playing that alien in the arena. Same stuff. I'm telling you.
That makes sense, Zod, but unfortunately, that's why they didn't do it, because the clown table was running it at the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the biggest card because Toby Emmerich has been putting out a lot of
Zack Snyder would have made sure of it. Zack Snyder would have been like, "Hey, you want to play Black Adam? You're wearing the goddamn ears. I don't care what. I don't care what
that's what I said.
You're, gonna do. You're wearing those.
That's
ears.
what I said. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let me say this, right? I'm going to shoot my boy Dwayne a little bit of bail. All right, I'm gonna shoot him a little bit of bail. All right, because when he signed on, right? He signed on
back in 1998.
You're right.
Right,
1998.
Yeah, like when he signed on, he was trying to work with Zack, right? So I'm sure that whatever Zack's plans were with the character, he was gonna be down with it, right? Right? Zack probably would have had him in those ears and with the hair, or at least one of them, right? Yeah, the ears are more important, right? But yeah, so I feel like we would have gotten that, right? And we would have gotten that. I mean, look, they've obviously been trying to build up to this whole Rock versus Superman thing, right? Because that is apparently what the second movie is. It's just this Rock v Superman movie. So that's cool. But I just think that once Zack got ousted, everything went to shit. And it's like this big power vacuum that got created. And then everybody started trying to do their own thing, which is why we're in this position now. Because everybody was trying to do their own thing. And then now it's about to be reined back in to some fucking degree. And we're trying to, take fucking the pieces from here, and like we're trying to fit into the Snyder Verse. You know what I'm saying?
Exclusive here from Silly Abdul.
Oh yeah.
State of the Fandom episode coming soon with the Savage Bat Zod and Trey to be. I don't know what's TBC.
Trey of the Bat Channel.
Trey of the Bat Channel. Right. Yeah. So that's coming. Someone here mentioned.
Someone said that they can't believe that there's going to be 2 Avengers movies in 1 year.
Yeah.
Didn't Endgame and Infinity War come out in the same year? Weren't there 2 Avengers movies in 1 year before?
No, I think it was the year after.
That there for a minute.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
The funny thing is, though, when the screenshot of Namor was posted, I saw someone put a comment that ears aren't pointy enough. I'm going to say it. The Rock could have played Namor if he was working for Marvel. I mean,
oh yeah,
kind of would have been a bit more suited to that.
I kind of really want Rock to play. And this will be weird, maybe ethnic character bending. I don't know, but I really like Rock to play Bane. Like with the Venom,
that could work.
I want Batista as Bane, and look,
Batista
as Bane.
I'm not giving up on The Rock as Black Adam because
What
I
he
think
says
if he gets in a Zack Snyder movie,
Black Adam.
he's gonna be fire. I think everybody like he's gonna be
under Zack.
because
Zack makes everybody bring out their A game. Everybody that works for Zack wants to do their best and wants to give you the best possible. That's why this sucks that Black Adam was basically made under the clown table because
but Zack might use him in Justice League 2 or 3, so you never know. That's why I'm not gonna be tolerating all this Dwayne Johnson slander. Yeah, he took a L. Dwayne.
I like Dwayne.
I have never seen him look that uncomfortable.
Oh yeah,
never have I. That's what I said. I almost felt sorry for him.
It really looks like somebody marched his ass over there and was like, yo, get in front of that camera and tell these people that Henry Cavill is Superman. But don't confirm it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but tell him, Dwayne.
Listen.
That shit, you know.
Nah,
Dwayne right now, he's looking at his vanity mirror where he has the hierarchy of power and he's stenciled into the mirror. He's there with a razor scraping it off.
Yeah.
After San Diego Comic-Con, he's scraping that shit off. He's like, yo, we gotta
I want Henry Cavill because
that 98%. They told me, trust me, bro. That trust me, bro. Told me, I don't know,
me, bro.
At this point, it would be quite funny if Henry Cavill and The Rock made a joke about it, and Henry said, "Who's the hierarchy of the DC universe?"
Well, when they actually do a movie together, I think The Rock is really gonna slam Henry with the Rock bottom.
Was it
all that fucking hate he was getting?
Uche said, Uche on Seal Stream said that in his contract he can, if you punch The Rock in a movie, he's got to be punched back. He's got to be able to punch back.
Like that.
It's like actually like the Raw.
As good as he gets.
Yeah. It's like that's not going to make for very, very good fight.
No.
Yeah, I mean, look, just kind of think back to his fight with Vin Diesel in Fast 5. That's what I always kind of picture it as when I think about his fucking fight scenes and stuff.
Yeah. They're basically Steven Seagal fighting.
No.
So one person gets one punch in and he's breaking everyone's arms.
Yeah, no. He don't even be getting hit in his movies, yo. It's crazy.
Even with that ponytail.
I'm gonna be like this with if you see The Rock facing Superman, okay, this is Superman we're talking about. So it's not gonna be one of them fights where Black Adam's gonna be able to dominate like it looks like he's gonna handle the Justice Society with his pinky. And that's not cool to me. I don't like that.
Well, like Seal said about grabbing the hammer of and that, you know, like
no, it wasn't not Uru. Nth metal.
Yeah, if you go anywhere near that hammer, you know what I mean. You're fooked.
Yeah, that's the hammer that Superman and everyone in the DC universe is scared of. Even
exactly. So like Black Adam grabbing it.
But not The Rock. The Rock is it's red flag there for that one. Do you know what I mean? That's like grabbing hold of a lightsaber. You know what? You know what I mean? You're gonna burn your hand off. I'm sorry, Skywalker, but take the L, Dwayne, because that's not realistic. Even in the DC universe, that's not realistic.
Yeah.
I'm not defending the nth metal thing, all right? I'm not gonna defend that. But what I'm thinking is that
poor Hawkman, poor Hawkman.
Maybe he's gonna get an upgrade later. You know what I'm saying? That's not the nth metal one. He has to get an upgraded one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
one hand though. Yeah, that's when you're saying about it. I thought, no way.
For that scene. I'm waiting for the scene that's going to make both me and Sil walk out the theater. The scene where you're going to take Dr. Fate and do a rock bottom through a building. Then I'm out. That's it. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, like, is it like Dr. Fate's like
Dwayne for that fucking one hand shit, but that was kind of crazy.
He's
Like,
gonna put Dr. Fate's helmet on, and then he's gonna be a big villain, and then all the heroes in the movie have to deal with him, and then he'll take it off and be like, "What happened to me?"
Yeah, it's like, you know, like Dr. Fate could quite potentially take on Dr. Manhattan. Do you know what I mean? Then Black Adam, don't think so.
Look, Black Adam's dope, yo. Even as just a straight up character, Black Adam's dope, man. He's powerful too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like Black Adam. Yeah,
No, Black Adam, he's up there.
Listen, I think it'll be a fine movie. I think it'll be fine.
Yo, look, watch Superman Shazam. You know what I'm saying? That was the one we had to fight Black Adam, right?
Yeah.
Hey, so it was taking Superman and Shazam to really stop my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey,
Yeah.
But that's Rock Adam. I don't know, man.
Rock
Adam is practically
Black Adam.
I need some pointy ears, you know. It's not hairstyle. I don't care about hairstyle. Like the Jerry Curl, I don't. But the ears.
He does need the ears.
Ears are like Superman's blue eyes. They have to be there.
Yeah.
Is he gonna call the Justice Society a bunch of jabronis? That'll like, oh no.
Oh God.
Oh, you
that'll take us all out of the movie. That'll take us all out of the movie.
Get your dandy ass.
The Justice Society is of America's waning.
Honestly, the way I see it, he has the Justice Society there as punching bags. Just to show how more powerful he is. And the only way they'll probably be able to stop him is convince him, talk to him or some shit. And then he's an anti-hero Black Adam. And
No.
They're gonna have to team up.
Exactly.
No, look. I don't think he's gonna destroy him like that, though. I think that they're gonna be fighting him one-on-one, and then it's gonna take like all of them to kind of stop him, and then they're gonna try to get him on their side or whatever. I don't think
it's gonna happen where they gotta come together.
The whole JSA. Because I think that'll be kind of crazy if he really just serves the whole JSA.
He's going to
serve the whole JSA. I'm sorry, Skywalker. He's going to. Did you see the trailer? He had like 3 Dr. Fates trying to hold him down.
Hey, he's going to serve.
Come on, man. It's the Rock we're talking about.
You smell what he's cooking, man?
They're trying to hold down his ego.
I'm trying to be optimistic.
He's trying to hold down his ego.
Batman's got a good one here. Zack wouldn't make the wear pointy ears. He would CGI pointy ears in post-production. Yeah, he probably would. A bit like he did the
black suit.
Extended footage of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah, just said to Warner Brothers, "Oh yeah, no, I won't do that," and then just went and done it anyway.
I think for I think Black Adam will be a good, entertaining movie. Now, are we going to get nourishment from it?
No.
I don't think so.
Am I going to feel like I watched a Marvel movie? Yeah. Probably.
It's going to be one
of those. That's the vibe I'm
getting
from it.
Empty. It's going to be one of those empty popcorn Dwayne Johnson movies like Hercules, yo. But not with. But he won't have as much. It won't be the same energy as Hercules, because Hercules was more serious than Black Adam is going to be.
Yeah, although it was a bit crappy, that wasn't actually bad. Hercules.
Look, it's all going to depend. All right, for me, right. If Zack is back, I will be able to enjoy Black Adam for what it is, and I will look forward to him being in one of Zack's movies, because I know that Zack is going to use it. Because that was obviously in his plans when he signed on. So I'm pretty sure that he will be in one of the future movies. Now, on the contrary, if Zack is not back by the time that the Black Adam comes out, then, you know what I'm saying, I am going to be looking at this movie a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Anna, it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
We're not bull here.
I gotta say, Skywalker.
Hold on.
I gotta say, Skywalker. If the reaction at San Diego Comic-Con for people asking about Cavill to The Rock and all that stuff, it's not over for The Rock, because if Cavill is in a post-credit scene or whatever, what do you think the audience is going to take out of that movie? They're going to see a whole Black Adam movie, and at the end, a post-credit with Cavill. They're going to be talking about Cavill. He's going to be overshadowed again.
Yeah, right? Yo, But look,
And not-
that's gonna happen no matter
Get used
what.
to that look on his face.
No matter what.
and not to mention that if he is in the post
box office.
if
It
it,
will help
if,
his box office.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
all
I'm
they
saying?
want. They want box office.
Yeah.
it will leave people with a good feeling, but at the end of the day, it will take
Not
the light off of
The
Rock.
Rock. No, it's for The Rock. It's not just about.
But not
box
to
office.
mention
Not for
though,
him,
It's
no.
about
it's
his
a
adoring-
massive spoil.
his
It's a
adoring
massive
fans.
spoiler. A massive spoiler, like
Yeah.
If Henry had showed up for the Comic Con,
Dude was straight
they
up
was
ready
well,
to
we know the
cry
ending
when
now.
They was booing him. When they started booing him, he was ready to cry. I saw his face start to contort a little bit, like he really had a broken heart. Like
Chad Snyder Verse. We talked
you
about
call
this the
rock
other
bottom.
day. That's exactly what I'd like
rock
to see.
bottom.
Like
You
Mikey
know,
said, sad rock.
yeah, it will have
Yeah,
the
yo.
Hamada
about
Rock
it.
and a Snyder Rock will be different. Black Adam will be different.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
yo.
yeah.
Just think about right as
the
if
future.
Zack is back, The Rock is going to be in one of these movies. Like there's no way,
He has to, yeah.
right? Like
Well,
so
who would they have to
everybody-
fight an evil Superman? Who would have the power level from the original Justice League?
Black Adam would be the only one.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god!
A Superman without morals who just
And then he
kills with a snap of
falls.
a finger.
Listen,
So,
you seem to forget also Darkseid and the Furies and Calabac,
Evil Superman
all
everybody.
his-
Fair,
yeah.
so that's worse.
They're gonna need
That's
some
the worst,
guns.
yeah.
Bad? No way. Evil Superman's worse. So Black Adam, he'll be a good opponent in the movie, but then he won't
Yeah.
live, and that'll be dramatic.
Yeah.
Zach
Yeah.
can make it happen.
Snyder
in the
Queen.
next way.
Yes, Snyder could.
Yo,
Yeah.
he had that deer in the headlight look because
Mhm.
Zaslav held his hand over on the way to that interview and walked him over there and was like, "Bro, you need to look in the camera and tell these people that Henry Cavill is Superman." You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I mean, look, just think about how much his phone was blowing up, right? After he walked off that panel. He must have had about 80 notifications. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, yo, bro, this shit ain't going over too well.
His phone
see-
electrified him.
Did y'all see
Depends
the
who's playing
article?
them.
Did y'all
Whoops.
see the BS article that came out today about them? About them because they're saying because Zaslav is cheap that they might replace
Oh, yeah.
Henry Cavill with the Tyler Hoechlin Superman.
Garbage.
He
from
wants to do
CW.
that. Oh, I don't think he's
Hey,
prepared for that.
hold
one.
on. I have a question, guys. Haven't you guys noticed how they keep trying to say that these damn TV actors are going to step into the theatrical
I
rank?
know.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And
They're
now
really
Tyler
projecting,
Hoechlin-
aren't
Now
they?
Tyler Hutchinson, as if.
somebody's fishing for clicks. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so serious.
The amount
Somebody's
of fake
fishing for
stuff that I saw for SDCC was hilarious. The best one, which actually did make me laugh, which people fell for, someone faked an IGN post saying Tataki Watiti is going to direct Superman 2. And they actually fell for that shit.
No,
you know what I mean?
but I heard really though that dude that Taika Waititi guy is up for directing Fantastic Four, and if that's true, I don't even want to see that. Like,
No.
forget
Good luck,
Yo.
Marvel fans.
If he was after this Thor Love and Thunder reaction, he's not.
Thor
Guaranteed.
farts and
Yeah.
thunder. Yeah, no thanks.
I still have not watched that movie either because y'all keep telling me not to. So
Farts and thunder. Do not
I've not.
waste your time. No thanks.
No, well, I'm
Listen,
actually.
listen. Just think of us as Christopher Nolan and Debbie telling Zach not to watch Justice League.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, watch it on Disney Plus. Just casually, it just happened to switch through channels. It's on. That's how.
I've only just British.
I'll wait till they do
now
it. Yeah.
Now TV have only just started showing Spider-Man No Way Home. And I've not seen it yet. I caught a little bit of it earlier, but I had to do this stream obviously.
No
But,
Way Home is
I
actually
haven't-
pretty good.
I'm looking forward to watching it. I think probably it's getting late now, but later on tonight, I think I will sit down and actually properly watch it because I'm all about the Marvel hate jokes, but if it's done well, then I'll enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as
enjoy
that. And
I had fun with No Way Home. I
yeah,
did. That's
Yeah,
why
me
I'm
too.
so
Sure
hyped
it is.
for
I'm sure it
Multiverse
is good.
of Madness. I was super
Yeah.
hyped for Doctor Strange because of Spider-Man. So
yeah. So that's going to be interesting to see. I think the last Marvel film before that I enjoyed was Infinity War. I actually did like that. I'll straight up admit that I thought that was a good movie and ended on a good.
I hated it.
Yeah, tired of Marvel. It's all getting boring, but
I only
that
saw
particular
Doctor
one.
Strange after that, no more.
Yeah, it was just the ending with the snap. I thought that was a good way of ending a movie. That was it. It sort of.
I didn't even get that far.
Yeah, I went to watch it with my mum.
I was like, I'll wait for spoilers on social media.
And like, she don't care about superheroes.
I could see why Infinity War was more enjoyable for the audience than Endgame.
Yeah,
but for me, I was sitting there the whole time going, I said, what the? I said, you mean to tell me the Hulk was just waiting somewhere for Loki to say, but we I'll have a Hulk or some shit? Well, Thanos and his crew and his Black Order was murking everybody on the ship. What was the Hulk doing? He was waiting in the corner, waiting for Loki to call him.
Yeah.
Nah.
What was he doing?
Apparently, that wasn't.
Heimdall was like,
I mean, that wasn't the real intro to that movie. They showed him actually collecting the first stone and all that stuff too. So, should have been 3 hours. Both movies should have been 3 hours.
I'm getting tired of Professor Hulk.
Marvel always,
I'm
mid for me anyway. Same Snyder Queen. To be honest with you, I bigged up Infinity War a little bit, but I kind of got sick of it. Sort of about when Batman vs Superman came out. Really, Civil War was when I thought this is boring. Had enough of this now.
Civil War should have been Serpent Society. It should. They saw Snake Johns was leaking BVS stuff over there, and what happened? Batman versus Superman. Now you got Captain America versus Iron Man,
and
it was like a choppy story.
Super similar too. Yeah, it was crazy.
All the crap with the mom. They made fun of the Martha thing, but they
made fun of the Martha thing, but they were okay with
Civil War.
They were okay with Captain. They were okay with Iron Man with a cassette tape playing it, seeing the perfect angles of his parents getting killed.
Yo,
how did he know he was going to be there too?
It was a camera on a random dirt road in the middle of nowhere.
But that was okay. That was
cool. No problem.
I never even finished it.
That was to show why it's important to have Wonder Woman in '84 destroy cameras with her tiara, because then it destroys the footage. We don't.
Yeah, that was. Oh God! Do you know what? That was really embarrassing for me as well, because I really got behind Wonder Woman '84 and thought it was going to be good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I thought for some reason Patty might pull one out of the bag, and I was totally gutted about that, and everyone was laughing at me again. How about Wonder Woman '84? What do you think about it now, Savage Bat? And I was shut the fuck up, leave me alone.
They really had Patty Jenkins. They really had Patty Jenkins on a skateboard on a runway for a Star Wars movie that they have no intention of making.
Yeah, so she skated all the way back to the WB lot.
I thought you was my friend. Yeah. Well, for theories and stuff that Film Gob and stuff have said that about the script for Batman versus Superman kind of leaking to Marvel, and that's why there was a lot of similarities.
Snake Johns,
yeah.
Oh man.
So
Gob's video today was great.
Shout out to Film Gob. That was hilarious.
Man.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
I mean, I love that he had.
Yeah, vintage. It was vintage.
That he had Chris Pac-Man Wong up in that video. I love seeing the Pac-Man gobble.
That was Wong on so many levels.
Oh, it was great.
Oh, it was brilliant.
But see, that's why Film Gob is the GOAT, because Film Gob he just tells it like it is.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is his videos use these people's own stuff against them. It's like this is them. This was their stuff.
Yeah.
That's why Film Gob is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But look, let me answer this this comment from Bad Dan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was
You want to know
gonna say.
why I don't feel bad for her? Because she sat there and she did not recognize how much Zack and his team helped her on that first movie.
Yep.
He completely threw him under the bus for that second one, and then sat there and then was shocked at the reaction when we didn't like what she had done. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
then,
and it's not just Snyder fans that didn't like that movie. It was
Everybody.
everybody.
No,
that didn't like
people,
that
just
movie.
general
Everybody.
audience, like people I knew that don't like superheroes watched it because it was the only thing on at Christmas, and they was all going, "What the fuck, man? You're
haven't
supposed
seen
to
a
be
movie in a
DC." They was having a go at me about it. As I always get the blame, like as if I'm the head of DC films or something. You know what I mean?
I only see cosplayers like it because they're not even watching the movie. They're like, "Oh, look at the outfit."
Yeah.
It's kind of like when My World.
Deaded line. Yeah.
Respectful though.
When they kick out one of the main songwriters in the band, and they think these guys never written the good songs. Like, oh, we can do better than him, and they come out with their album without the main guy, and it's a fucking piece of shit.
That's a good comparison.
Very
That's a good
good.
comparison.
not only, hold on,
It's
not
like you
only
can't
am-
lose Bruce Dickinson so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm kind of on one.
Sorry.
Not only, Anna, did they let Feige visit the set for Suicide Squad, right? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
oh, sorry, yeah.
No, they had the entire script for like Zack's plans with the Justice League movies, right?
Yeah.
They actually shot footage for an MCU project on the Warner Brothers lot.
Yeah, the James Gunn bit in Peacemaker.
Right? I mean, David, it's been doing it's all kind of shady stuff that's been going on.
Oh, when
Right.
I tried to put 2 and 2 together, and I tried to make the connection between James Gunn trying to bridge the gap between Marvel and DC, I was called a conspiracy theorist, even though there's articles out there with James Gunn promoting the idea of Marvel versus DC.
Yeah,
That's why
well,
he was able to see plans of the Suicide Squad early on.
yeah, and you know about this Zack Snyder's Justice League being leaked to them as well. If you look at that, there's a bit in Endgame at the end. It kind of resembles the boom tubes. You know, that was definitely that was.
The whole
Do you know what I mean? That was
looks like the damn history lesson, yo.
yeah. It does the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's
They
no
had
conspiracy.
to go back in time and
Sorry guys, I gotta get going. I gotta
Yes,
go to
mate.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Gotta
did
earn
remind
that.
me about this.
I gotta earn
Marcus,
those super chats.
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah,
It was
Sith Lord
great.
suits.
I had a great time on the panel. Thank you, David, for inviting me on the panel. Necron, Koj,
No problem.
Lord
Mate.
Zod,
You're a legend.
of course, Skywalker.
yo,
It's always a pleasure.
shout out
I'm
to
glad
you,
I'm rocking
Kevin.
with you guys,
No.
handing them betas L's, making them reevaluate their lives.
Don't work too hard, bro. Don't work too hard, man.
I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you so much, and come back on in the future, please, mate.
I definitely, absolutely,
Have a good
and
one.
also shout out to the chat.
Yeah, shout out to chat.
All right.
Absolutely,
care, guys.
mate. Right, see you later. See you later. mate.
Hey, man.
We're gonna get Marcus making some content.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I'll get on that. I'll get on
yeah,
that.
that channel's coming soon.
It's
Breaking news on the Savage Bat channel.
Tell your friends.
Look,
Welcome
All
to
right.
Scoop Center.
All right, guys. Always a pleasure. Take care, guys.
Man, look, man.
Yeah, take care, mate. See you
All right,
later.
bye.
Bye. Bye.
but look, I think it's important to keep educating people like Anna in the chat, right? Because like, yo, if you look at what happened in Infinity War and for Endgame, it is so similar to what was gonna happen in fucking Zack's movies, right? They had to have leaked it. They had to have gotten it, right? The movie was going to end on a cliffhanger with them losing, and then they have to, a ragtag team of fucking survivors have to go back in time and go fix everything, right? So if you just look at those storyboards, the resemblance is uncanny. So
Mr.
something
Castro, yeah.
had to have happened back then. Had to have happened, and it was way too much crossover with Jeff Johns and
It
Kevin
was.
Feige being so close and
The whole thing was so suspicious.
crazy.
Yeah. People are all saying goodbye to Marcus there.
Where
He's the
there's
man.
smoke, there's a fire.
Later, Marcus.
Savage Scoops. That's what I should call it, right?
Savage
Well done.
Scoops.
Savage Scoops. Yeah, you just they just randomly pop up, by the way, and I've got no idea about them
They
happening.
just
either.
randomly pop up, yeah. Having scoops today, yeah.
Savage Scoops, yeah. Well, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
In the chat.
Yeah, this is great. And I think there's a couple maybe more joining us soon. I'm not sure. Maybe they might have been having some problems. I've checked the messenger. They don't seem to be, but we'll carry on regardless. So someone brought up a good pointer, Erin McCracken, Nightmare Robin from the Snyder Nights, and I said that I would ask this on the panel. There's been this talk of the Marvel fans making out that they campaigned for Daredevil the same way we did with the Snyder Cut, which for a start is complete bullshit. And there's no comparison there at all.
Not at all.
There was no campaign. There was no asking for it. It was just a matter of time before Marvel did it. So what do you guys?
Like, when did the campaign start?
There was no campaign.
I don't remember.
No, there wasn't. There's been
articles
about it, and there's been people saying, "Yay, we got what we wanted. We won." So, what do you mean you won?
Daredevil.
What do you mean you won? You didn't win anything. They just did it anyway.
I mean, is it really their Daredevil, or is it like, Star Wars Last Jedi Daredevil for them?
Yeah, maybe.
That's why they got all their characters back, Like, they were planning on doing this the entire time. That's why they went and bought all their characters.
Got that library for a reason. Shit.
Yeah.
That's
it's a shout out to Erin for that one. That's a good point. And I've been reading the comments from people, and it's been making me laugh. Because they got no idea. But the campaign for release the Snyder Cut was no bed of roses. It was difficult.
Oh God, no!
Do you know what I mean? If you start saying
so difficult,
it was not easy at all. So you were suddenly claiming that you made Daredevil happen. You didn't do shit. So shut the fuck up,
man. No way. That is no.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't hear nothing about that. I ain't heard about no Daredevil campaign. Like
no. They were making out that they'd done one. Like it was the fans that made it happen.
The Daredevil campaign was small. It was by no means.
No, it was just a few people saying.
There was one.
Kind of. You know what I mean?
Small, it was a hashtag.
There was a few different hashtags for it as well. It had there was no substance behind it. It was just people saying,
they're trying to put it on the level.
A group of them, and then they gave up, and then.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. One of them ones, but
it was the hashtag was Save Daredevil. That was the hashtag.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, and that was a long time ago as well.
That was back when
they
Netflix,
got cancelled.
Yeah, when they got canceled off of Netflix.
Yeah,
but the truth is, they didn't really get canceled off of Netflix. What it was Marvel. They decided they didn't want Daredevil to be on Netflix anymore. So that's what it was. Yeah. Right. It wasn't because Netflix wanted to cancel it. Netflix was going to continue it. But
it was
Netflix. Look, here's where Netflix dropped the ball, because I think that they could have kept going over there, but Netflix dropped the ball with the Defenders. That shit was trash.
That was so boring.
Oh my God.
Like, what did it take? Didn't it take like 3 episodes before they even like teamed up or some shit? I was like, yo, like, what the hell is this, man?
Yeah, that was disappointing because that had so much potential to be good, and it had Sigourney Weaver in it. I'm a big fan of hers, so that was even more disappointing.
Miscast like hell. That was
just complete and utter failure.
Weaver. I mean, look, I love Ripley, just as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
But the defenders against fucking Sigourney Weaver, that don't scream like epicness to me. You know what I'm saying?
No. And she's getting on a little bit now as well. No disrespect, but yeah, the defenders would smash you in real life. You know what I mean?
Dang. I didn't go that far. That's crazy.
I'm gonna hashtag bring back the Mandalorian, and I'm gonna take credit for it when it comes.
Yeah, even though, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly this. That's exactly.
Hashtag save Krypton. You know?
Yeah, make the Mandalorian season 4. Ooh.
You're welcome, Star Wars fan.
Yeah. It's on Necron. He started it here on the Savage. It's another Savage exclusive. Savage Scoops. Savage Scoops.
Savage exclusives, man.
Savage Scoop. I'm telling y'all, David in the Scoop game now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got my sources.
Hashtag bring back Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Oh dear. Oh no! I got a better one. Make Avatar 2, 3, and 4.
Bring back Avatar. Like what?
Bring back Avatar. I'm calling that one now.
Then when it happens, you can take credit for it.
Yeah, it was me. I started it. Hashtag bring back Avatar.
Oh man.
That Dan said restore Tom Holland Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Hashtag bring back Garfield one more time.
For anybody needing a lesson on public negotiation, look no further than Tom Holland. When he was at the height of his earning potential, he said, I'm about to stop acting and go start a family. And then immediately after that, signed on to do 3 more Spider-Man. So everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, these actors, don't fall for it, yo. Do not fall for it. Like, this stuff be public negotiation.
Yeah, they say a lot of stuff because to them it's all advertisement, really. It's not really information.
It is designed to get you guys up in a tizzy, right? Yeah. They want to say that so that you'll jump on the internet and be like, what? Tom Holland's no, we love you as Spider-Man, right? Like, don't go, like, and then the more that everybody does that, the higher that they can ask for. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's
kind of like a director that we love, Zack Snyder, right? He's publicly negotiating right now. Well, that's what people don't realize. Yesterday, he was publicly negotiating with WBD with the popularity of him just being in that little cartoon.
That phone was ringing.
Look at those tweets compared to the Black Adam trailer tweet.
Oh, that was it. I was thinking, when The Rock got booed. And he went off the stage. You can imagine Zaslav showing.
Added 1 more 0 to his asking price after that.
Zaslav was showing Dwayne the Warner Brothers stocks going down. Going. Go and tell them. Sue Henry Cavill is Superman.
Jasmine texted The Rock right after he walked off stage. She's like, bro.
Yeah. You can see The Rock looking down at his phone going, oh, fuck.
And then he gets asked that Superman question. He looks out in the distance going, seeing it. It's like, well, I really want to say. And then he uploaded his. Oh, no.
Henry Cavill is the
Superman
of our generation.
He's supposed to be talking about Black Adam.
He had no idea what to say. He was in so much pain when he had to speak those.
He was. You could see it on his face. He didn't want to say that, especially after this hierarchy thing.
It was supposed to be his day.
No, I'm telling y'all that he knew. He found out yesterday what the true hierarchy of the DCEU is.
He did straight up from the fans.
No,
that look on his face solidified it.
Was priceless.
That was him coming to the grips with like, I'm not as big as Superman. I'm just not. I did all this. I came out in the suit with the lightning,
Like
the
an
smoke,
idiot.
the
Came out
mist.
the suit.
I was floating in midair, right? I'm hurling thunderbolts at people, right? You know, all that.
And
And
nobody
still,
gave a shit.
Yeah,
Rock.
it was.
Henry Cavill
It weren't even him
loomed
as well.
over the whole
It
thing.
was a statue apparently.
Here's the thing: The Rock can hear audience.
That was
Feel
a
like
moving
a
statue,
statue,
man.
Nobody cares.
Yo, 'cause-
Nobody cares, Rock.
Yo, he's a pro wrestler, and you know he could hear the audience because you know
Yeah.
Yeah, he
he
can read
really
the room.
listened to the audience. And then when he called out Austin for one more time at WrestleMania because he's never beaten Stone Cold Steve Austin, he as a wrestler, he as an artist, he as a person needed that. So you just you listen to the audience very keenly, and through that match, you know, you can hear it. So
And that's what I kind of felt.
he heard what went on with the audience and didn't get the pop he wanted. There's some sounds he didn't like, and then he gets asked this question. You know, he was hesitant for many reasons.
You know, Coach J, I
That's
don't
the reality
understand
of
why they don't just do it at WrestleMania. The Rock versus Superman. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Straight up.
Defenders could have been better.
Yeah, I'll set up in my next episode,
Trash.
but that's digital. But yeah, it's like I think he wants that, and he wants the crowd behind him.
Oh yeah, he was expecting to be
I think
cheered.
he didn't realize the
Heroes
magnitude.
welcome.
Make Wonder Woman 3.
I don't care. I don't care how good this
Breaking
Black
news.
Adam, I don't care how good this Black Adam movie is. Black Adam will never be as popular as Superman. It's
We
just
got a
not-
great
That
one.
reality,
Yeah.
he can't. He has to accept.
Snyder
Yes, it's
Queen
that reality.
released Top Gun 2 on Blu-ray. Boom! You heard it here first, folks. The Savage Scoops. You heard it here first. Top Gun 2 is coming to Blu-ray from the Savage Queen. This campaign. Snyder Queen, sorry. Savage Queen. That could be
Oh man,
that'll be Sammy's name when the Snyder Verse is finally restored. She'll just go become Savage Queen.
Yeah. Become a part of
no, we're all savage here. It's Savage Zod, Savage Jedi, Savage Necron, Savage Koj. We're just all savage there.
Savage Nation.
Savage Nation. There we go.
Oh dear. Something happening with Snyder and Cavill. Same thing happened with Snyder and Cavill, yeah.
Savage Nation, there's a hashtag.
Yeah, I have done it a few times, but I didn't want to tread on Seal's toes, you know. Seal Nation. Tell them Henry Cavill is the Superman of our generation. Yeah, that was pretty sad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that I know the look of a defeated man. That is exactly what that was, yo. He found that shit out quick yesterday. He was
It was. That's why I felt sorry for him, because he's an entertainer, and you could genuinely see he was wounded.
Yeah,
he was really uncomfortable. He was like, shit, I fucked this up.
He kept thinking back to all those, hey, the hierarchy's about to change. The hierarchy's about to change. He kept thinking from back to all that, and it's like, it didn't. You know?
It didn't. Nah. It wasn't a statue. Stop believing change.
I love what Skywalker said about how Zaslav walked him over to interview and told him to tell that interviewer exactly what he did about Henry Cavill. Basically, just tell them that Henry Cavill is Superman without actually telling them that Henry Cavill is Superman. But you go out there and you say nice things about Henry right now. Get up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really messed up.
They're like, this shit is going south. We don't need it to go any more south. Fix it. Figure it out, Black Adam.
Restore Snyder Verse is the only antidote, my friends.
Yeah.
Do everything you want. Just restore that, and everyone will embrace everything with no problem. And everyone will have everything with no problem.
That's right. I've always said this, but even about the Hamada burgers. Oh, honestly, I might even enjoy them one day if we have both.
I'm not about cancel culture. You don't cancel anything. You don't have to. I'm just saying. Green light these
like
two.
that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If we had both, I might feel differently about the Hamada burgers.
Hell, we might get like Crisis of Pure Earth for both of them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on, Scott.
Like, how cool would it be if you embrace both? Let's hear me out. Like Let Snyderverse have its own timeline. Let these Hamada burgers, whatever. And then
let these Hamada burgers overcook.
Sure, whatever you want. I don't care what you do with them, but they're there.
Yeah.
But then later on, when you're done with this and you're done with that, then you could have a Crisis of Two Earths, Hamada burgers versus Snyderverse, Justice League. That'd be interesting, and that could all happen in house. Like you could build off of this if you think creatively. If you think like making freaking DC Comics storylines that have been done before in animation and comics, it's right here at hand.
Super Bro Corey, when we're doing the Savage drinking game, right? Oh, I don't know. We'll have to organise that one.
Look, and it's not even the fact that like this is what we wanted to happen, but this is where we are right now, yo. These movies are already filmed. They're going to come out, right? Yeah. So it's like, yo, as long as Zack is back, I don't give a shit what happens with these other films. Yeah. They're already out. It's too late. The cat's already out of the bag. You cannot put it back in.
Too much money's been spent on them anyway. Do you know what I mean? Even
so
the Flash alone is over 200 million.
That's all that I care about, Joe. Now, if Zack won't come back, then I'm right there with y'all. I'm right there with y'all because I feel that same way. I feel like the problem is that we've been made to choose, right? Like, yo, we wanted what we wanted, right? And they told us, no, we're going to cut off this huge part of the fan base, and then we're going to give the other side what they want, right? And so now there is this big division, but it wouldn't be there if we were getting what we wanted too, right? So
exactly.
So all you got to do is bring Zack back. We'll chill out. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, look, I'm there for this crisis shit because it's too late already. It's too late.
Yeah, you can't change the past on that. Well, I mean, the Flash can, but it's out. You got to deal with it.
But if he changes, that's just another timeline. All these timelines are there because it's all fiction, and you can greenlight anything. Why not greenlight Restore Snyderverse, especially when it's ready for you? You don't need Warner Bros. Like, we have no plans. Well, there's a plan right there. Go with that.
Savage Queens.
He's already back, bro. I'm so serious. I think he's already back. It's just a matter of when they're going to announce it.
I'm just waiting.
You know what I'm saying? Because look, he already had to negotiate to be on this cartoon, yo.
Oh yeah.
Well, according to betas, though, that was 2 years ago. So
yeah, this was clear that was. There's been phone calls or something, emails or whatever. Some dialogue's been open. I said about this on Facebook. Try and calm everyone down and say, look at the facts. Like what's actually happening. Try and make people understand, because their first reaction was, boycott Warner Brothers, blah, 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 and all that. Same old. And, if you want to boycott movies, I'm fine with that. Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant. Yeah, if you don't want to pay... I can't tell you what to spend your money on. Yeah, but that boycott hashtag has never done our fandom any favours. Wink, wink.
Hold up. Guess what, betas, right? Even if you want to say that Zack signed that contract 2 years ago, right? Which would have been what? When he signed on to bring the Snyder Cut back, it still would have been a new contract. Anyway, so it does not matter.
Yeah.
Which means they were still negotiating.
That's right.
He got a new contract, yo. Yeah, relax, man. Breathe, everybody. Breathe.
Yeah. Savage Queen. We're going to call you the Savage Queen on the channel from now on. Give me the Snyderverse back, and I'll be in a Black Adam and Shazam IMAX screenings wearing Black Adam and Shazam hoodies, waving the Black Adam Shazam flags. Lol. Yeah, that's savage. Yeah.
See, I'm right there with it. I'm cool for all this stuff. I just want confirmation Snyderverse is restored, and then everything's gravy. I'm good.
Yeah, I'll be happy. I think the only one I really genuinely I don't think I'm going to change my mind about is the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. I just don't like them.
I didn't.
They rubbed me up the wrong way. You know that meme of what's his name
Boiling
from
humor.
X-Men? Gambit, the memo of Gambit saying I'll never forgive the Japanese. I made one saying I'll never forgive James Gunn for the death of Captain Boomerang. That was ridiculous. Come on.
That was Hamada Burger bullshit.
Yeah, like come
on.
on.
The original team.
Yeah. Are you allowed to talk about it? How they do it?
Peacemaker.
What?
Are you allowed to talk about that scene? Like, I don't know. I know they killed him. I don't know how.
It just got randomly blown up. It was horrible. No. It was terrible.
Just like on
it was nothing.
It was terrible.
It was nothing. Bruh, it just died. Just
they took the original team members to another part and just had them wiped out at the beginning of the movie like that.
Yeah, they pretty much just unceremoniously kill all the old Suicide Squad.
And what they did, Harley, right? What they did to Captain Flag was unforgivable too.
Yeah, definitely. That was and
Peacemaker shot him, right?
Yeah, sort of. There was a bit more to it than that. Yeah. And they nerfed Amanda Waller. Do you know what I mean? In the 16, even though it was cut, she's like walking around shooting her own people and all that. Yeah. And then in this one, she gets knocked out by a baseball bat by some dweebs in an office. It's like, what the fuck? Don't you dare do Amanda Waller like that. She's gangster, like Deadshot said. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, she was totally like 100% nerfed.
Yeah, she was totally nerfed in that. That rubbed me up the wrong way as well. It's just
that movie.
You know, and again,
everybody from that first movie was all nerfed. They either died super quick or they were nerfed.
Yeah, even back to the general audience. I watched it with my mum. She's not really interested in superheroes that much. You know, I always try and push it on, and even she said that film was boring.
Yo, that's some dirty actions. Because even in like Rise of Skywalker, you know, Mark Hamill after Last Jedi, he was talking
Rise of Skywalker
trash.
Okay,
he was talking trash. But Mark Hamill was talking trash about how they're going direction with the Star Wars, and he didn't like it. And then I caught that he did the voice of an alien in the Resistance or whatever is going on in that story in that 9th Star Wars movie. And then the next scene, they show that alien beheaded on the table, all cut off. And I was like, dang. So you cut off Mark Hamill's head in a way. Like, I don't know. That's what I took of it. So when I hear stuff like this to the characters from the other movie,
it's a little jab.
Peacemaker. It was ridiculous. And back like you were saying about Mark Hamill, Mark Hamill was being, was actually really upset with the way they dealt with his character in the sequels, and he was kind of sort of trying not to say too much because obviously he works for Disney, but everyone knew the signs because if you're a fan of Mark Hamill, you know. Do you know what I mean? Like, look how many times Mark Hamill's posted about the sequels since they came out. Not many times at all. He's not a fan.
I mean, look at what they did with him in The Last Jedi, yo.
That's just totally sucked.
Yo, that was one of the most anticipated returns of any character in movie history.
Yeah, it was. Right? It was one of the biggest disasters.
There was so much discussion about, oh my God, like what kind of powers is he gonna have? Like how powerful is he now? Like, oh, what's he gonna look like? Right, just all this stuff, right?
All the Queen's not liking Suicide Squad.
They literally was telling all the OG fans, like, look, I can read through that shit. They were telling all the OG fans to fuck off.
Yeah,
that's the purpose of that movie. It was to tell all the OG fans, fuck off. This isn't for you anymore. This is for the younger generation now, right? And that was not the way to handle that. They could have done it. All they had to do was, pass the baton after episode 9 or at the end of episode 9, right? Yeah. Not 8.
Nah, that's right. And that's a good comparison with the sequels and James Gunn's little universe he's got going on. It's just disgraceful. It was, apparently
jabs, man.
Jabs, yeah, and apparently Gunn, says he's friends with Zack. I don't know how true that is, but why would you do that to your friend?
Y'all have heard Zack say that?
No, I've never heard Zack say that. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? They worked together once on Dawn of the Dead in 2004. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I knew someone in 2004, but they're not my friend. So.
Hey, I knew a bunch of people in 2004.
Yeah.
2004. 2004 was a totally different time, y'all.
Yeah.
2014 was a totally different time. Like, hell, you're not right? Like, come on, man.
2004, I was waiting for the second Zorro movie and Batman Begins. I remember that.
Bro,
One of my
yeah.
two favorite and anticipated movies of 2005, of 2004.
I was in high school.
Batman Begins for me.
Like that seems like forever ago.
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
Wait, it was 2005 Batman Begins, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was a big one for me, and Zorro as well. But I was disappointed with Zorro too.
I actually wasn't. I was surprised.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. Didn't for me. It didn't hit like the first one.
No, it did not, because
the first one's
rating,
legendary.
so they had to do the best they could with whatever they were originally going to do. Because
Right.
the first one was PG-13, the second one had to be PG for some reason.
Right.
So,
because the
but
first
the kid
one
in it was a really good actor from Mexico. He's in La Luna. Oh wait, what? No. Oh, he's in a great Mexican film called something that translates Under the Moon. I forgot the name of it, but he's a good kid actor. So I was just hyped for that movie. It was okay, but yeah, it could have hit more harder like the first one did. It was kind of like Ninja Turtles, the movie, and then Ninja Turtles: The Secret of the Ooze. It didn't go as hard, but it was still kind of fun. I don't know.
Hey,
and then they went on, and then they totally went off the rails with the third one. Like we was like, what
third one was Justice. No, I ain't doing that. I love the whole concept, but nah.
I was like, why is Splinter in an arcade machine? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Right? He couldn't move. He was like stuck there. Like was Splinter in timeout? Was he stuck in like a little box? His sons are punishing him. It's like, you're not gonna tell us anything anymore, Splinter. He. I don't know. Damn.
Speaking of the Ninja Turtles,
sorry, we derailed.
Speaking of the Ninja Turtles, have you all read the most recent final Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story? The last
the Ronin?
The last
a little bit. I've caught the little bits of it on digital.
Eastman and Laird. It is amazing. I'm just saying.
Well, that's on my list. That's on my list.
I'd love
it's
to
emotional
see them do,
too.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures and I've watched a little bit of the digital comic. And
there's even
I need to actually buy this. So
there's
I'm just waiting to buy it.
There's a fan film of one of the scenes from that book. I would love to see them do a live action.
That's right, film.
Last Ronin. With the original 80s and 90s like Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that'd be sick, dude.
That'd be dope.
That would be cool.
Walter still hiding like a pansy. Yes. So I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, where was Hamada at the SDCC? Do you know what I mean? Nowhere.
Man, that dude on his way out, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
He's already home. He's not doing nothing else for them.
No. He's a cheese and pickle sandwiches on his own. Don't I mean, come on.
Here we go with the cheese and pickle sandwich. Is that like a little thing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, you get like a nice KFC chicken tower burger. You know, you sit there and eat it in front of Hamada while he's eating his chicken cheese and pickle sandwiches. That's how lame you are.
Oh yeah. Luna. I was just talking about that movie. I just had that figure.
Right.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it reminds me of that line in Aliens vs Predator, the Luna the Cacciatore, Hunter's Moon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not a great film, but had a couple of good scenes in it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So, what do you think about this next thing with this DC fandom? Is it going to happen? Start off with Necron, go all the way around. What do you reckon is that going to happen with that?
DC's fandom, it's going to have some answers. That's how I feel. We're going to have to get some answers. Is this shit happening or not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's too much momentum to blow if they don't announce it at DC fandom. At the very least, announce Superman's back. At the very least, we're going to need that. And like, if I hear Superman's back, I know Snyder's back officially. I already feel on my inside Snyder is back. I think they're holding out for their own party and just want to fucking bring out the big guns. And if they don't, it's going to blow up in their face. That's how I feel. I'll still fucking hope, but it will be a bad move in their part not to do the shock and awe that we have been promised.
Yeah, no, it's to be honest with you, I'm just going to give up. But for the general audience and the general DC fans, I don't think that they're gonna take that very lightly, and it's going to be disaster for Warner Brothers if they don't. Because we're all in this for the long haul. We're very patient about it, but your average sort of cinema going DC fan, I don't think they're as that patient. It's going to be disappointing if they don't, but yeah, they better do because
that's their party, their own party under the new regime. They got to shock and awe us now, man.
Yeah, if it has to happen, or they're screwed. Anna, you're right, they are screwed. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And DC Fandom needs to happen. They need actual announcements. That's right. No more playing around. That was silly.
Yeah.
And what do you reckon, Koj?
I mean, so one panel I did go to at SDCC, it was like DC is for everyone. And it was showing some cartoon kids thing they got going on for the Batmobile, and the vehicles of Batman are like, Paw Patrol or something. And they go out and save Gotham, and Batman is like their buddy who watches them. I don't know, it's a kiddie thing. CGI thing and some comic stuff, and it just sounds like they were talking about the Justice League where they're all dinosaurs or something like that. So
right.
I feel like the only thing they got going for them are these alternative side type of stories like Super Pets or something, and the CW. They have nothing else really hot going on except maybe whatever Black Adam and Flash. I don't know if they can talk about that now in detail because it's going to be weird. I don't know. They really need Snyderverse, in my opinion. So if they use that to restore and promote Snyderverse, it'll hype the rest of this stuff because everyone will be so happy. It's like, all right, let's just take it all. But
are they gonna use the,
in my opinion,
are they gonna use the Teen Titans animated show as a way to announce that the Snyderverse is officially restored?
They could use it. I would use them to use it as a hint, and then go to DC Fandom to find out. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Get some momentum. Do something, because that this whole Black Adam thing.
When does the episode come
hit as hard as they hoped? I bet it feels.
The episode I think comes out in September, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, good film Goblin. Also, where was Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3 announcement? I think personally that's connected to her losing Rogue Squadron, and Warner Brothers getting cold feet as well. Personally.
And also, that was greenlit. That was greenlit by the Clown Table. So that movie probably won't happen. At least not in the capacity that we thought initially.
Yeah, I made a joke about it on Facebook. The only way Wonder Woman 3 is going to trend on the internet is because it'll be World War 3, hashtag World War 3, WW3. And after Wonder Woman 84, people generally, they're just not going to be interested. Do you know what I mean? It was an absolute disaster. So let's just
Wonder Woman 3 would be Wonder Woman, and then some subline. I can't talk. Like Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer. It could be Wonder Woman, the Amazon Queen or something. And it could be a story of her going back to Themyscira and Caesar's and attack. And then, because Themyscira is also not just an escape, but they're defending a portal to Hades and stuff. There's some stories like that. So maybe you could have, because her mom said, "Return to me, Diana." Shot the arrow. She held the arrow that her mom shot that was in Darkseid to find Darkseid. She has to return that. So Wonder Woman 3 could be her returning that. Zack Snyder shoot it like it's a Sucker Punch / 300 story where she goes home. Hades did an attack on the island, and she goes to Underworld to attack Hades or whatever.
Well, there was kind of sort of there was rumors that it was going to be kind of Themyscira in the realm of that, weren't there? So
then that's where she has the vision of the Darkseid War for Justice League 2 and 3 or something, and she, wants to do something to avoid something that she sees there going on.
Snyder Queen's got a good point. Cool. They should do Affleck and Gal in a Wonder Bat film. Totally be down with that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. The sparks are flying. That's another thing. Restore the Snyderverse, and we can see that Bruce Timm animated Batman and Wonder Woman love grow. Because that's part of it, because that's going to be weight to the Batman's ultimate sacrifice in Justice League 3. That will have more merit because of their relationship.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, there's so much you could do with Restore the Snyderverse. I can't wait.
Yeah, I know.
Great.
There's possibility.
Stop tying your hands behind your back, WBD, and do it.
Yeah. Wish Flash trailer. I don't know. Perhaps it's written wrong.
And Zack's teased that too. That's just what me and a bunch of friends talk about, that possibility of that Wonder Woman story.
Yeah. I've seen the pictures. And what was it? Doesn't she, after she gets killed, doesn't she become Hades?
No, she goes to Hades, I think, and she does some fighting adventure. And I think
in hell.
The rumor or the theory, they held part of Hades.
Yeah, but doesn't she? She ends up becoming like super Hadesified or whatever you want to call it.
I think she becomes like the goddess of war or something.
Hey,
goddess of war, yeah.
Did y'all ever see that comic Wonder Woman and Conan? It's a good one, man.
I haven't read it.
I've seen the covers. I've seen the covers of it.
It came out with
I bought the collected book. It's cool.
Oh,
man.
nice.
She won't be the goddess of war. She won't be the goddess of war if Patty Jenkins directs Wonder Woman 3. I'll tell you that.
No.
Because
she won't even have a sword and
Patty
shield.
Jenkins don't even want her to have a sword and shield.
How lame.
Yeah. If they announced Man of Steel, Batfleck, HBO Max, Cyborg, and Trinity film, that would immediately unite the fan base. 100%. It's not rocket science. And then gets Justice League 2 and 3.
Guys, have you guys thought about this? That they literally could have blown away. Does anybody else feel this way? That the main reason why Marvel did like an overkill presentation yesterday was because they actually thought that the Snyderverse would be restored yesterday.
Yeah,
that's what I feel. That's what I feel like happened. I feel like they thought.
Said that yesterday.
Yeah, I get this feeling that it's total because they weren't literally announcing, like, they didn't just show trailers and movies. They like announced slates and stuff. So I was thinking straight up, I'm like, yeah, they thought the Snyderverse was going to be restored, and they knew that the only way that they could compete with that is if they threw everything but the kitchen sink at the audience. And
remember they were saying that Marvel wasn't going to bring that much stuff, and they were going to save stuff for D23, and then all of a sudden this Henry Cavill shit comes out, and all of a sudden, hey, they took a sledgehammer to an ant yesterday.
I can believe that.
They're like, they're gonna bring out Superman. That's gonna dominate everything. We better bring our A game. That's what happened. So even Marvel was duped into revealing all their D23 stuff early.
Yeah,
maybe it's some type of master plan.
That sounds plausible. He's
like, okay, now I see what
they have no connection to DC now.
Because you know what I mean. Superman on his own is bigger than what Marvel announced today, in my opinion. But I'm sure people will disagree with that. But Man of Steel is one of the greatest superhero movies of our generation. So it's just a simple fact. So a sword and a shield is too violent, but don't have having a way of an innocent man without permission is okay. Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird behavior. Weird behavior.
Yeah, we're behaving.
Yeah.
I'm getting caned now. It was Skywalker at first. Now I'm getting bullied. It was Skywalker that was getting bullied at first. Now I'm getting bullied for yelling.
Yeah. I've been on screen where it's been like 1v8 facts. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing. I am amongst friends right now.
You know that, yeah. Where it's all fun and games with us. Yeah, mad love. 10-year plan. Right, because
hey, Skywalker.
In play.
Can you explain to me how the Flash movie in a really complicated and convoluted way is not about erasing the Snyder Verse?
How it's not about erasing the Snyder Verse?
That's an inside thing.
Look.
Oh, where's he gone? We just had a guest there and he's disappeared. I'll just message him. You guys carry on for a sec.
Look, man. Last night I had a crazy conversation. You know what I'm saying? I was hearing about how the Flash movie was never going to erase the Snyder Verse, right? And how, you know, Necron, I don't even want to go on all that.
Right, here he is. Better late than never. My man, Good Austin in the house.
Okay.
Hey,
there we go.
Yeah, see, look, we can let Good Austin explain. Oh, wait, no, he wasn't even in there. You know what I'm saying? But look, shout out to the Good Austin.
Yeah.
The cool table. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just,
in
in a nutshell, Skywalker is just stumping them by saying, so Michael Keaton is Batman? And they're like, well, what's Michael Keaton was going to be Batman, right? So it's kind of changing Zack Snyder's plans. And
they were trying to say that, hey, maybe Zack can incorporate, you know, this new Flash timeline into what he's doing. And I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, like, it makes no sense because this is the Flash's first fucking solo movie. And by the end of the movie, he's going to create this new timeline where Michael Keaton is Batman. And I'm like, so in Zack Snyder's Justice League 2, what? Are we just not going to have a Barry Allen? And if we do have a Barry Allen, where has this Barry been since, you know, Zack Snyder's Justice League 1? Like, it just makes no sense. And I'm like, you know, this definitely was not the plan when Zack was still on board. I guarantee you we were going to get a regular contained solo Flash movie, you know, with him and his rogues gallery, right? And not this big multiversal blowout thing, right? You know, look, I'm all with that, but that should have came later and not in the first Flash movie.
Definitely, like Captain Boomerang, Captain Cold, you know, his main rogues go. Reverse Flash would have been a great way because he's a legendary villain. Do you know what I mean? Well, what the hell? So
it sounds like they were just doing crazy shit just to get rid of the Snyderverse. And
it sounds like another shot and a flex. But the way I see it, if Zack Snyder's not on it, you're not even telling a story to begin with. They're telling their theatrical versions of whatever stories they want. If they eliminate like Henry Cavill's Superman, Man of Steel, they're just eliminated from their universe. Our universe is contained because ours is only told from Zack Snyder and the story. Everything else is a knockoff. I'm not worried what the knockoffs do with their storyline. That's like a separate path. I'm not even going.
Look. One of the people that was getting pushback, you know what I'm saying, was talking about how they know Ezra and they have conversations with them and everything. And based upon some of the stuff that was said, I wouldn't be shocked if they did know Ezra, right? But, you know, they were trying to make it seem as if, like, almost, you know, this person almost was trying to say it don't matter if Zack comes back or not. It was, like, really weird conversation. And I'm just like... You know, hey, we know that this was not the initial story, right? And I just think that there comes a point where we have to acknowledge that, you know, Warner Brothers created this whole situation that they find themselves in now, and it's going to be super confusing. But as long as I got my Zack timeline and that is not messed with at all, you know, then hey, whatever happens after that, y'all can try to clean up all this stuff later. You know what I'm saying? You know, but as for now, Zack's timeline is the main timeline.
Yeah. Let's do a little rewind selector. Good Austin. What do you think about what's happened with the SDCC this week, San Diego Comic-Con, and no Henry Cavill Superman show and Zack Snyder being in Teen Titans? What do you think about the whole thing?
I think if you're going to ask Good Austin yesterday around 11 a.m., I would have been a lot more disappointed. You know, as soon as it happened, I'm like, I was watching the time. For me, it was like 2:15. I'm like, man, this kind of sucks. It just sucked. It sucked that we got told that he was gonna show up in some form of capacity. So we had 24 hours or more to just run with it, hype ourselves up, hype each other up, everyone. And how hilarious is it? We've called it before. How everyone would hop back on the Snyder hype train when he came back, when it would start to be announced. That's exactly what happened. Everybody started to come back.
John Campbell,
dude, just so hyped about everybody, dude.
The clips in God, but they are so pathetic, man. Come on, seriously.
Everyone did jump at the sound of the clap.
Yeah, dude.
That's
so
right.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of wins.
That was so. That also helped us get more hype in a way, because I don't know about you guys, but I view a lot of those guys like they're shills. If they do have any like sort of information, they're getting it from somebody who toes the company line, or they just have some shit opinions. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't agree with what they're saying or how they talk about a lot of things involving Zack Snyder and his work. I was definitely disappointed because of that, but Deadline takes the hugest L for that.
Yeah.
And because, like we were saying, before that came out, we weren't hyped. I had no hype. They announced first we didn't think DC was going to be at Comic-Con, and then the Black Adam and the Shazam panel got announced. So then I was like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Like, cool. If I see it on my feed when I'm scrolling, I'll stop and I'll watch it then. But I'm not gonna search it and like seek it out. And then we heard that Cavill was gonna be there, and that changed everything. We're like, oh, we can actually care about Black Adam. Coincidence that's how we all fucking felt when we heard that? Coincidence that they got us all to tune in and watch this shit that we don't care about?
Yeah.
Watch Black Adam come out in a suit.
Yeah, no one cared about that. Some people thought he was a statue. I mean, no one cared about that. Like, didn't even know. Like, you could barely see what he looked like. It didn't even matter.
It was stupid.
Yeah,
it was stupid.
Okay, so we have a lot to talk about, I guess, if you want to get all my opinions on it.
Yeah. Come on, good Austin.
If you watched the Shazam trailer and you thought any fucking scene in there wasn't from Zack Snyder's Justice League or Zack Snyder's work, actually, both of those, obviously Aquaman wasn't. Interesting how they didn't use the fucking token Aquaman flying out of the water, gold background, gold suit when he talked about Aquaman. Instead, they saw him when he was badass. Like at the beginning of the movie from Snyder Verse. Interesting, huh? But no one wants to talk about that. They all want to talk about how the other scenes aren't fucking Snyder Verse.
But those scenes are Snyder Verse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, exactly.
You
watch those and you didn't think it was Snyder Verse. You're I don't know. You know who you are.
Just information. That's all it is.
Yeah, they just don't want to like it. They don't want to see it.
Austin, he literally put up a post of a frame from the movie.
Yeah, dude. Who said that earlier?
Cartoon characters and said, "See you in Hall H," and that fucking frame of the movie was in Hall H. Yeah. Zack was well represented there, right? You know what I'm saying? So everybody needs to fucking chill. They just about these L's, yo. But what's so funny is the more that they push them on us, the bigger it's gonna be when this shit fall back on your head, man. Like you guys just digging a deeper hole for yourselves. And it's like we keep trying to give you these ladders, right? That's what the essential playlist is. It's like a ladder, you know what I'm saying?
And speaking of that essential playlist, Skywalker, not to cut you off, but if you notice, the betas are on YouTube right now talking about how Sil and Mikey need to take the L. They don't even know that Sil and Mikey were the ones telling us that Henry Cavill wasn't going to be there.
If anybody's taking an L, it's War Student.
That's pretty.
Mikey said, "Don't get your hopes up too much because this could be a nothing." And,
Mikey wasn't hearing anything.
And when he reported about Henry Cavill, he was reporting on Deadline's report. He wasn't saying that it was going to return. He was saying Deadline are saying he's going to. You know what I mean? He just didn't even read the article.
Right. And if they want to champion John Campea so much, I mean, we all saw the fucking clip of him and how he was so excited. And I just got a feeling that it's gonna. I just got a feeling. So where's his L on that? Because he didn't even quote Deadline in that shit. He was just talking like, oh, he had some fucking sense.
Oh, I got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
Yeah, more than a feeling.
More than a feeling.
We want to attribute a fucking imaginary L to Sil and Mikey. That's cool. But we knew that was going to happen because you guys got nothing else to do but content leech off these guys. You wouldn't have an existence if it wasn't for them. Why don't you talk about something that Marvel did? All this shit that Marvel did yesterday, don't you have something to talk about for them?
Oh no, they're obsessing over Sil and Mikey.
Right. No,
we got Skywalker everywhere he goes. Right. This weird shit.
I don't want to. That's all I want to say. I don't want to talk about that shit anymore. For me right now, because I don't give a fuck, dude. I could give a fuck less. It doesn't matter to me. I'd rather not even.
Rel McMillan put it right, Austin. They won't with Campea because Campea gave him that $20 super chat. So.
Right.
Yeah.
But Skywalker gave them more than that in a minute, bro.
Dude straight up tweeted about that super chat. So
I gave Silla a £20 super chat on behalf of John.
I saw that earlier. This badass.
I want to give credit to Fatal J though for calling that out, for how the shot that we saw in Shazam was the shot that Snyder posted of
Fatal
Tom and
J's
Jerry.
on point,
Because Fatal J, I believe, said that last night on your stream, Skywalker. And I was like, what did I? Yeah, he's the one who said that originally. And I was like, hey, it blew your mind and it blew my mind when I was listening to it. I was like, oh, shit, you're right. And that's the thing about us. We'll connect the dots. Snyder doesn't need to post a lot for us to connect the dots. And we're conspiracy theorists, or we just see the bigger picture here. And we know that they're not gonna give us the entire surprise in fucking July when the movie doesn't come out till the fall, and they're not even gonna start production on Man of Steel 2 till next year.
Yeah.
You know, like, why would they do that now? It doesn't make sense. They're not Marvel. They're not gonna give you an entire slate. We know that they want to compete with Marvel, but they're not that yet. They're not that yet.
They don't even have a new DC head yet.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, in business, when you have an incoming executive and you can give them an alley-oop like that, you hold on to that, yo, so that they can announce it, and then they have a chance to ingratiate themselves with that new fandom. It's too simple, yo. They're not going to do that, right? And they're damn sure not going to do it at the end of a whack-ass 1-hour panel about Black Adam. Yo, think about this, too, right? They've announced nothing.
Nope.
No.
This is all stuff that we've known about for ages.
All this stuff is still Hamada burgers.
Yeah,
they literally announced nothing yet. So, like, it would be one thing if they was announcing shit that was like, okay, what is this, right? Like, this is not what we want. They haven't even announced anything yet.
The only thing new that's been announced is from Snyder.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, I said today, like, the Snyder being in Teen Titans Go has got more interest than the actual DC movies themselves. So,
yeah.
Well, what does that tell you?
If that was an experiment to see like the likeness for one compared to the other, I mean, what do we got to say? How much production was put in for that one Teen Titans Go episode, and how much production was put in for the other fucking movies that are out right now that are going to be coming out? What's the ratio on that?
Hold on. How about this? How much production was put into that one episode versus how much production was put into The Rock's entrance at fucking Comic-Con yesterday? Fact. That is the one-to-one.
Dude, rehearsed all that shit, but didn't rehearse a fucking answer for that Superman question, huh? What was it?
He did.
I think that, and then he finally spit it out.
No, look. I think that his prepared response was the one that he gave on stage. He just didn't expect it to hit so flat.
Yep.
That's what happened. Right?
Well, I've got a few.
Prepared stage was, hey, I guess it depends on who's playing Superman, guys, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then, like, no, motherfucker, say his name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
There's
need
a
to tap
few.
into us. They need
Say
to tap
that
into
name, yes.
us for some hype. Imagine if they played the Man of Steel anthem after that as he was walking off the stage. We heard that from Man of Steel. Yeah, dude, just a little tease. He doesn't say anything, but as he's walking off stage, they play that anthem from Man of Steel, bro.
Nah, man.
They need to tap into us for a hype machine, dude, because we can just fucking speculate with that.
They're not going, and look,
That's what we did
on
for
top of
Aquaman.
that, right? Look, they have the analytics on all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you, nobody was talking about Comic-Con before that Henry Cavill shit dropped.
No, I wasn't interested.
Right?
If there's a spike, that's what it is. A fucking
Right?
straight up spike.
And so, like, I wouldn't be shocked if they was kind of like trying to use us to hype up some of these events. The only thing that I'm saying is I think that it's because Zack is coming back. I don't think that there's any more of this clown table shit going on.
They're gone.
Yeah, but it fell
That's
flat.
what I said too.
Right now, yo. Look, man. Look.
Maybe Zack's picture was our confirmation. Zack is back.
Facts.
Well, I'm taking it. That's how I'm
Low
taking
key.
it.
Yeah, same. That's what I've been
That's
thinking.
what I meant. That's what I
That's
was
enough
saying.
for me. That's enough
I don't
for
see
me.
a problem. What's this else?
Yeah. But like, I'm hearing from some of my friends. Koj, you was there, but I heard a couple of people say when The Rock said that comment and got booed, a few people actually walked out.
I wasn't there, Hall H. I was there.
No, of the Hall H bit, yeah, apparently.
Wow.
When he said that, a few people walked out. So
Wow, he probably saw that too because
he probably saw
the back of him a lot more.
Yeah,
The Rock ain't used to that.
No,
I mean, I walked out of the DC
Eyes were open.
The power of the fandom, people are like, "What the fuck, this bullshit."
I mean, dude came out in a suit and nobody cared. He came out in a Black Adam costume, nobody cared. They thought it was a statue.
And everyone was like,
I thought that shit looked dope. You know what I'm saying? That was a dope entrance, but it's just like
it was good.
You got
But he made that WrestleMania, man.
If he would have made that Cavill announcement, it would have blew the roof off that place. But you know what I'm saying? I don't think that you don't spoil an end credit scene. What are we like 3-4 months before the movie doesn't come out, right? Like you don't do that.
Yeah, it's too soon.
Love you,
they better have a setup like
fucking
like Hall H though at Fandom. That's all I'm saying. Because if they can't present it and on that grand of a stage with that high of production, it's not going to look as good. It's not going to be as sick.
I'm good, Anna. I promise.
No one's pulling Skywalker.
We're all
agreeing
with Skywalker right now. We're all agreeing.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, facts though. Oh, look, I didn't get my thoughts on Fandom. Was we still doing that, Savage?
Oh yeah. You're
Okay, look. Fandom is coming. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely gonna come, right? It got confirmed earlier. Oh, and shouts out to you, Anna. This is how I get down. I ain't scared to give my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's what this is all about.
Absolutely. But no, like look, I'm super hyped for Fandom, right? I think that not only, right, because if you look at the first two Fandoms, right? The first one with Zack and the second one that didn't have Zack, right? The first one is universally better. I am sure that the viewership, engagement, everything there was just much, much, much better that first go around than it was that second one, right? So you have that data, right? The second Fandom, they had nothing new to announce whatsoever. Kind of weird, right? It was all old projects that were there the year prior to that, right? So nothing new has been announced in almost 2 years, right? Or over a year pretty much. So I think that Fandom is the absolute perfect opportunity. The DC czar will more than likely already be in place, right? That way you can start actually making some of these announcements public. And I absolutely think that it will be going down at Fandom. And I do agree that if it doesn't happen at Fandom, that will be the time for everybody to flip out. That will be it, right? But they are absolutely going to get my support up until that point. I already think that Zack is back, and I think that that'll be when it'll be pretty much confirmed. And I am going to say this. I do think it will happen before Black Adam comes out.
Yeah. It has to kind of, I think, just the announcement of Henry Cavill being in it and having it be official and having everyone.
No, I don't think they're going to say that it's official, period. I think that they're going to leak it out like they did with Venom. But I'm just saying, I think that Fandom, you'll hear that Zack and everybody is back. And then that should kind of segue into a bunch of good momentum leading into Black Adam coming out.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair for sure. But they're gonna have to do some serious work to the Flash film after that, dude. Let's be honest. I mean, I know they already are, but I hope whoever the DC head comes in and I hope they look at the whatever shit we heard about Keaton being an Aquaman and they take that the fuck out. I hope they take whatever kind of whatever they can fix in the Flash. We saw them completely butcher Justice League, right? And change an entire movie with whatever footage we got and add some shitty scenes in there. Why can't they do that to the Flash, but make it good? No one has hope for that. But hey, I think it's got to happen in order for that movie to be any good. Good.
I don't think they care if it's good or not, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, they're going to try to doctor that thing up as best they can without spending more money. Because, look, you have to think about it like this, too, right? They are paying for the mistakes of a prior regime to this day, right? Yep. And so they're going to want to sink all of the money that they can into kind of pulling themselves out of this, right? Which I think includes in new projects and not kind of doubling down on stuff that they might have done, especially when you're going to do this multiverse thing. I mean, look, if all things considered, the HBO Max option for The Flash is there, which will truly separate it from the Snyder Verse, especially if that's going to be theatrical.
Yeah, but we just heard from Mikey that he wants everything to be in theatrical, so that'd be like the last option. Yeah, last option. I feel that could happen for sure. It's always an option.
Stuff with Ezra really get worse. I mean, I'm not wishing it, but what if it keeps getting worse?
That's true. Yeah, I have hope for the best for that movie, just because I am a Flash fan. So I'm hoping that if they were able to completely butcher the fucking Justice League, that they can do it in a way to fix the Flash.
The Flash is already
Austin's a Flash fan.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Flash is already fixed with the credits.
I know, dude. I hate it.
Wait, what are you saying, Nick?
Austin's favorite character was almost responsible for the destruction of Zack Snyder's universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So. I did not like that for a while, obviously. It just gave me another reason to hate WB. I was like, you motherfuckers, he is a great hero. Don't just use him as a utility to fucking be petty against Zack Snyder again. Didn't you do enough to fuck up his Justice League? You got to keep doing it? Yeah. Like, how many studios leave things open just in case there is enough fandom and enough want and desire for another trilogy, like in Star Wars? They leave the story open-ended. They don't fucking close it down and kill something. Like, how petty do you gotta be?
Austin, we already know what the end credit scene's gonna do in the Flash, so the whole movie is almost gonna be like whatever.
Right.
Can I just say, there's some rule. David interviewed Miller's girlfriend, who debunked a lot of these allegations. Yeah, that interview did, but a little bit of breaking news for you here. There's more to this, and I've got a few other people I've been in contact with that are friends with Ezra that know a little bit more, and I'm working to do another stream with them and a few others. Fingers crossed that all works out. So
look, and
the truth's important.
I'm saying it's like, yo. I'm not even saying
there's more coming.
Anything, but it's like, look, there could be a situation where if this stuff keeps going on, how do you send Ezra on a press tour with all this stuff going on? And
Yeah,
then
be
the
realistic.
becomes,
You got to be realistic. Yeah.
right? Then the question becomes, right, do you release a movie in theaters where you can't even promote it with the lead actor? I can't think of a time that's happened recently, right?
That's a little rough. I don't know how they would pull that off.
Yeah.
Right.
How are
So
you going to promote the Flash without the Flash? I mean, yeah.
exactly. So, we do have to be honest that there is a path that could lead to this movie being thrown on HBO Max.
Anna, this is Anna. How about, she said, oh, it's not as bad as the Green Lantern fans, though, right? So I told you I was a Flash fan, but I'm also a fucking Green Lantern fan, because who historically in the comics is Flash's best friend? The Green Lantern. So both of my favorite superheroes have been historically shit on in live action. That's why when Zack Snyder's Justice League came out, that fucking blew my mind away. The Flash saved the goddamn universe.
Incredible.
You can't take that away from me now. I don't give a fuck what happens in the future.
He said, at the speed of force.
There you go, man.
That's right.
God damn.
But there's more to this Ezra thing, and the Savage Bat investigates. That's right. So we're just gonna have to see how that goes. But Skywalker's right. We've got to be realistic about these things, and the general audience who's Amber Heard is, she's viewed largely as a piece of shit.
No,
she proved that in the court case, though. She got caught out lying in front of the whole world, so that's different. With Ezra Miller, this is all speculation. All it's down to is he's had a couple of, over the top parties and probably got a little bit out of order, maybe twice. The rest of it, from what I've seen, is just people have jumped on the bandwagon, want a piece of the action, bit of that money from the newspapers or whatever, the media for an interview. It's all a bit of a smear campaign.
Because there's not a lot of concrete stuff.
No, and that's why we haven't actually heard from Ezra himself yet, because he's obviously been advised, don't say anything until the court cases are done, and then the truth will be revealed. Because, in the real world, innocent until proven guilty, it's the law. Cancel culture is not the law. Do you know what I mean? It's to get the grip.
Right. And look, I think that Amber Heard thing is pretty close too, because yes, she was absolutely proven guilty, but as soon as some of the stuff started leaking out about the stuff in the bed and all that stuff, right? They was already talking about cutting her out of Aquaman.
Yeah.
Right? We were just kind of waiting to see, and then it was like, all right, once, the trial kept going, and then it came to a point, it was like, all right, look, we might not even be able to have her in this movie, period.
No,
right?
Because 3 million people signed that petition to remove her. So
well, I hear that, but what do those petitions even do? You can just hand me a petition with that many signatures on it. And what is that? There's no law that's gonna be enacted. That doesn't make. I understand there's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. But what does it do?
Yeah, this is someone I've spoke to.
On your press tour. Hey, what I'm saying? You got 3 million people that once you kicked off this movie, why do they feel like you should be gone? And what do it's just a bad look. You know what I'm saying?
Awkward presentation.
The Ionized case. The Ionized case has come and gone. So we're waiting for that to be all revealed, and see what happens with that.
Hey, I gotta bounce, guys. It's dinner time.
Okay, mate. Cool. I'll see you soon. No worries, Nick.
See you later, Nick.
See you soon, man.
Shout out to Nick,
man. Legend.
The cool table in the building.
Hell yeah.
The Hawaii case, Ezra plead no contest. There aren't any other cases. There you go. So that's it. Ezra ain't in jail. He's not been proven guilty of anything. So what's the deal? It's all just talk.
It's
all just talk.
Flash getting recast. You know what I'm saying?
No, neither do I. And I personally, on a personal level, I believe he's innocent. and this is all just made up a load of bullshit.
How perfect was he too? That like all the stories for the Flash was he was on the run.
I know, and he weren't. That was completely made up.
I know it wasn't. I know he wasn't, but like how ironic were the Ezra Miller, the Flash.
It's almost like they're trying to sell it at the same time. Like, hey, maybe get some little PR in here.
He said, "I'm in another universe, bro. You can't tell me."
Yeah, and this MC Hamilton is a friend of Ezra's. I'd just like to mention that, so she knows quite a little bit about it. And
I hope he had a little laugh when he saw the story. At least he's like, "Ha."
Yeah, we're working together with a few people to try and get some more, just the truth out there about this whole thing. Also, Shannon Gwen didn't actually file any papers. There you go.
We got facts right now.
This is
savage. So
there are a lot of court papers in her name, but none are restraining orders. There you go. So that's another one debunked there. Now, Savage Scoop Centre from a friend of Ezra's. I told you we don't muck around here. It's Detective Savage Bat. Amber Heard is a lot easier to cut than Ezra Miller. Amber Heard might not be in the movie a lot.
And I think yesterday someone said, depending on who you believe, she's not even going to be in the film for that long.
Yeah,
so
there's something super shady going on, definitely. Yeah. He's been at home. Yeah, I heard that the police visited him at home to see if he was okay, because the people that are against him apparently are seriously violent themselves. So the police was actually checking on Ezra to see if he was okay. That's what I heard. I don't know if that was true or not, but that just shows you that this Ezra on the run thing was just a load of bullshit. So that's another thing debunked live on the Savage Bat channel. This is where we're at. Seriously, he just wants a quiet life. Yeah. And excuse me when I use the wrong pronouns and stuff. I don't mean no disrespect. It's just where I'm not used to saying it in a conversation, and I've got much respect for anyone who, whatever you identify as. It's just one of them things where I have to adjust my brain to say the right thing. I mean no disrespect when I say the wrong thing, when I say whatever. Just want to make that clear.
I wasn't trying to say anything either. I was just making a joke. I just thought those headlines were funny because I knew they weren't true. You know what I mean? I was like, they're making a poke.
It's been a nightmare. It is a nightmare.
Speaking of stuff that's not true, guys, I just want to point this out. I'm seeing a lot of YouTube videos and social media posts where people are saying that
wish people would stop harassing Ezra. So do I.
The Snyder Verse is dead because they used shots of Justice League and Shazam. These people don't even know that those shots came from the actual Snyder Verse.
And see how, and thank you. I'll speak to you some more in the future. You've been very helpful.
Facts, Nod. Facts.
Yeah.
There is no credibility on that side of things at all.
Oh, there never has been for a very long time. That's why we don't trust the trades, and that's why we all feel lucky that we found Mikey Sutton and Geekosity, for someone that we can actually believe and trust. And it's not just someone who's getting fed some information from some corporation who fucking hates the director that we love at that point in time. Like, we couldn't believe anything that was coming out. Every fucking piece was a hit piece, basically. And you would read things and be like, this isn't true. They would talk shit about Zack Snyder all the time.
I've honestly not listened to that side. I just listen to y'all channels and the fandom itself and whatever Zach posts, and I find that I get information more accurately and less stress. So
yeah, I'm just talking about the trade.
If they want to, be less stressful, listen to you guys. And
absolutely,
not them.
Yeah,
I'm posting.
I agree because from an honest perspective, just want the truth about these things. And we're not, I don't get paid for this. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this for Zack Snyder and the fans. So there's a difference.
Artistic integrity.
Exactly.
It's the difference between getting the whole truth and then part of the truth as well. Like, a lot of people want to take certain things out of context that have been said, especially by Ben Affleck in the past about being Batman. And then use that for a reason to, discount whatever the Snyderverse may or may not be. people use things that they hear, and they contort them in whatever way they can to prove, whatever opinion that they think that they have or what they know.
Yeah, in their own mind though.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay. Like I always say, the mental gymnastics is like, it's wild. It's like, no, and if they look at us and be like, no, you guys are doing that. It's like we're just looking at things that we see and we're observing and we're speculating. We're not saying that we know anything for sure, besides that the Snyderverse is going to get restored. And then you ask us how we know that, and it's because it's freaking obvious, all of the signs. And let me use a phrase from Adam Schefter. It was an accumulation of information, okay? Except this isn't about an Aaron Rodgers trade, okay? This is actually about the Snyderverse being restored. Like, there's no way you can miss it. He would have never, like Uche said yesterday in a Still stream, he would never have been able to work with Teen Titans Go, a kids show? You mean the show that shows their product to future consumers first? That show that's super popular for all these kids who ask their parents to buy them toys and it's their product? You mean that show they're going to see first is going to be Zack Snyder now, and they're going to want the BVS Batman toy, and they're going to want the Man of Steel toy, and then they're going to want the Zack Snyder's Justice League Superman toy. They're going to want all of that because they're going to, as they get older, they're going to find these pieces of content that Zack Snyder has done. Because they're like, oh, I remember Zack Snyder. He was on Teen Titans Go. And they're going to have no idea all of this stuff that he made because they're not going to be old enough to watch it. But they will in the future. And guess who's going to be making money off of that? WBD. It makes, like, that's crazy. That is crazy to me that he's in a kids show. Their product that's going to the future consumers and already consumers with their parents. It's crazy.
Because they did that with Tim Burton. Well,
exactly.
He was also part of the show, but he himself has shown up on Tiny Toons back in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember.
They promoted the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, and all this stuff.
When he unzipped the bat suit and stepped out. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they did a lot. They've done this
I was there, man.
I was there too, bro. Elevator go down the hole. All right. So, that was Plucky Duck. For all you don't know, that's
old school.
Daffy Duck is my boy. So anyway,
Daffy Duck, dude.
So it's been done before, which means it's great to see now.
That's what I'm saying. That's huge.
Everything went over earlier.
Massive. Massive. Thank you. I think that can't be understated right there. Just the fact that he's going to be doing something. And wasn't forgive me if I'm wrong, but wasn't James Gunn in the show too? Was it Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm already waiting for someone to compare. Like, oh, James Gunn's already been in a cartoon show for DC. Well, what's the following between Harley Quinn and Teen Titans Go? Do you really want to have that conversation? I'm just waiting for that to happen too. So let me kill that before it starts. Yeah, because I don't want to hear that either.
Another savage scoop there from Good Austin.
I like the success of Teen Titans Go. It started around when they were doing DC Nation. They were doing these little shorts in between the showing of Green Lantern, the CGI anime series with Bruce Timm behind it. That was pretty good, actually. And then they did Young Justice Season 2, I think. And they did all these little anime shorts, and Teen Titans Go was part of that. And I remember that was closer to the era where there was some promotion or love for BBS. It's just kind of cool seeing him going back to a show like that that's been around for a long time, too.
Yeah.
It's just nice signs. It's really good.
It's good stuff that shouldn't be overlooked.
None of it shit mean nothing, y'all. None of it mean nothing.
Dude,
total coincidence.
It's awesome.
And on the synopsis of the show, they're going on the Warner Brothers lot, and Zach is working on the Warner Brothers lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
Easter eggs, y'all. Why would Zach be working on a Warner Brothers lot?
And
I just think about that.
David Ayer next. That's a good one.
There's no other reason. Let's say this too. Like, who cares if you don't believe us? If you don't think that it's a big deal, if you think that we should be disappointed that or we should, feel bad and we shouldn't be happy for a future of DC because Henry Cavill wasn't announced. Cavill, sorry. I'm going to keep getting that wrong. Who's like what there's no problem with being optimistic about a future. For everyone who wants to live in one, you know?
Yeah.
For everyone who wants to
Positive.
live in the future, there's no problem with being optimistic about it. The problem is when you want other people to be sad, to be depressed, to feel bad, to not have hope, to not be positive. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the
right.
problem. You got to be able to recognize that there's no issue with people being excited for something, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a small seed in a Teen Titans Go show that we see him working on Justice League 2, possibly in the Teen Titans Go show.
Yeah,
you know,
and like we said earlier, we're not going to give them too much light, but you know these channels that are always having a go at the Snyder fandom and stuff, claiming to be. They start off with, "I'm a Zack Snyder fan," but like you remember people, the Trump eras. I'm not racist, but it's one of them. It's like, do you know what I mean? What a stupid statement to start with in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Zack Snyder fan, and then they start trashing Zack Snyder, the movies, and the fans. Do you know what I mean? Like,
look, and they have these sweat issues too. You know what I'm saying?
Salty.
I mean, it's really telling. You listen to one group of people who are very passionate about what they love, and then you hear another group of people who are really passionate on taking time to squash what other people love.
Yeah.
So
that's what their whole channels. Their whole channel is just based on squashing other people having fun.
Anytime we're happy about anything, they got to squash it.
That's the problem. That's the problem. It's not the fact that we are hopelessly optimistic. The problem is that you want to try and crush that optimism for no fucking reason.
No reason at all. None.
No fucking reason at all.
Skywalker's the man. He can handle himself.
Hell yeah. So I just want to say that for anyone who does feel like they're disappointed and they want to give up on DC and WB, that's fine. That's fine. Just don't let it like consume your life. There's other things to be had in this life. There's other things to do, and go back to that hopeless optimism that you felt on Friday for Cavill being back, because he's coming back.
Yeah,
they will figure out the
no
contract.
Reason why not to.
Yeah, you know what happens during the off season of the NFL or the NBA when there's a contract that needs to be signed, and you're wondering, oh, someone's holding out. This person is holding out. But before the first week happens, or before the playoff, like a good spot in like halfway point in the season, they get that contract signed. They figure it out. When there's a due date, when there's a deadline, they are gonna, an emphasis on the deadline, they are gonna sign that contract. They are going to make it work. They are going to figure it out no matter what, because the product has to be put out on the field in order for all of them to make a shit ton of money. They're looking at a gold mine, both of them. And there is no reason for them to each side to be petty on either way. At a certain point, they're going to be like, okay, let's fucking sign this contract and get it done so we can both make a shit ton of money. That's what happens in all of these pro sports leagues. That's what's going to happen in this. And they're going to make their money, and it's going to happen. So don't be disappointed. It's coming. And it will come. We've had to wait so long for this shit to happen.
Nobody even knows if Zack signed yet or not. Like, he could have already. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody gotta breathe, bro. They gotta breathe. Like,
but I want to debate us. They just want us to be wrong. That's what it is. It's not about. It's not about whether or not. Nothing that any of them are doing is based on anything factual, because like I was saying earlier, they're over here telling us that those shots used in Shazam aren't from the Snyder Cut, which is complete BS. Those are Snyder Cut shots. Yeah. And to hear that kind of thing and to see that kind of BS, I'm sick and tired of it. It's like, this is the reason why we had things like Clapback, why we do the types of shows that we do, why sometimes we get all, because you got to go back at these people, because it's so much misinformation.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's total blatant, unfactual stuff. So they're going around talking about Zack Snyder and talking about how that Teen Titan thing was planned 2 years ago. It's like, listen, you have no proof of that. You have no evidence of that. You have nothing to support that. You're going off of something an Uber Eats driver told you, and now you're blowing it up all over the internet as though it's factual information. It's not facts. Stop passing over your BS from your cold fries manager as facts. I'm so sick and tired of seeing it, man. It's just so it's gross.
It's delusion. It's delusion.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. And if you're listening to that shit out there though, and you know that it's bullshit, turn it off. Come over to Still Nation. If you want optimistic positivity, good times, come hang out on the Savage Bag channel, on all the channels. Because we're not going to dwell on the negative every single fucking day. We're not going to look for the shitty thing to say, for the negative thing to say. We're not going to go to other people's channels and shit on them for being happy and having a good fucking time with their friends. We're never going to do that. If you want to be involved in a nice, welcoming community who's not going to fucking shit on you for your opinions, if they're different than ours, come over here. But hey, the prerequisite of that is you gotta like Zack Snyder.
Did y'all even watch the Snyder Cut? Did y'all even watch the Snyder Cut? Because I'm beginning to question. Did they even watch the Snyder Cut? Because how you can look at those scenes in Shazam, and yeah, I'm still on that. How you can look at those scenes in Shazam and say that the scenes in Shazam confirm that Justice League is canon? I gotta look at you and I gotta ask.
I don't think so either.
What were you smoking at the time?
Zack Snyder's Justice League's 4 hours long. Do you know what I mean? They've probably got the attention span of an amoeba, so they probably haven't watched it. And they probably haven't watched Lord of the Rings either, especially not the extended editions.
Oh, hell no, dude. Too much is going on there for that, too.
They don't even know what the extended editions are.
Over this. I'm so over that. I'm so over all this BS. It's like
they might need
you can't escape it because it's all in your
you know that. Yeah,
you can't escape it because it's all in your timelines and mentions and stuff. It's like, listen,
cold fries.
We already know
half eaten and cold.
We already know about cold fries syndrome, and that's what we're dealing with right now. Cold fries syndrome. We're dealing with that right now from these people, and enough is enough.
They really love talking about it every day. Real McMillan, that's exactly what they're doing. I'm moving on from the Snyder Verse, but all I do is talk about it every day. Fucking ridiculous. Just shut the fuck up. Do you know what I mean?
They're so envious or something.
It's like you spend all this energy talking about what you hate because it gets you clicks and views and
negativity always does. Do you know what I mean? It's an easy cheap. You know,
it doesn't last though, dude. It doesn't last.
They got to get that beta up out of them. I'm telling you.
No. They ain't looking to get the beta up out of them. What they're looking to do is just continue that behavior because see, the cold fries manager is teaching them that this is the way to do it. This is the way to build your channel. This is the way to progress in the YouTube game. That's what it is, man.
Oh, wait, Zod. So it's not about networking and building a strong community.
No,
and
like what we're doing here.
No,
we're doing it wrong. We're doing it wrong.
Oh,
what we're supposed to be doing, we're supposed to be crapping on everything. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And that's going to get us into the stratosphere.
There's no way I'm going.
No, I'm not going down that road. Y'all are crazy.
Skywalker said about getting that beta out of them. Maybe they need an exorcism to remove the beta. You know, like
I don't think they can, dude. To me, the beta is like the bug in Men in Black, the first Men in Black.
Oh yeah.
That guy. Look, that's what the beta is.
I'm looking for a cat. It's very good to me.
I think all of this should be fixed in one fell swoop.
Sugar, water.
I think there should be a limit of one account per social media.
Definitely, that would make life much easier.
I agree with that.
That would end all this shit.
Yeah,
because all these motherfuckers got 1,000 burners. You know
I don't understand how they've got the time to make them and switch to the other ones and do all that business. I can't be bothered, man. I've had the same bloody Facebook and all that for years. You know, I had to change my Twitter because I lost my password. I had to make a new one.
That's a simple answer, Sam.
I had to make a new Twitter. That was it.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm one of those people who does not believe in alt accounts. Not only do I not believe in alt accounts, but I would never even think about creating a second account for anything, because here's the thing. Yeah. If you're you and you're genuine, you don't need burner accounts. No. You don't need to have 1,000 accounts because all that shows is that you're just a pest and a troll, and you just want to antagonize.
That's right. I've seen it in Snyder groups all the time. The funniest one I saw was this guy had three accounts. One was called Bruce Wayne, one was called Wonder Woman, and one was called Nightwing. And he was actually talking to himself in the comments saying, "Oh, I love you, Bruce. I love you, Wonder Woman." And anyway, it all got revealed it was the same person. And he had these people going, and I just thought, come on, what are you doing? What are you playing at?
A little too long played out. It's kind of
crazy. Yeah. No,
sociopathic.
Literally talking to yourself through different accounts on social media. Come on, that shit that's just not cool.
It's sad, dude. And you're like, where do they find the time? It's because they obviously have nothing else that's better going on in their life. This is their sole main passion, and that sucks. It sucks, dude. One day, hopefully, they change their ways and they're not hating every day, and they'll see that that's going to negatively impact you and your immediate relationships too. If you realize that you don't have anyone close around you other than on the internet, there's a reason for that.
Thank you for coming and spinning on. I hope to see you more in the future in the chat and stuff. Perhaps we'll have to get you on here one day, maybe. I don't know. But yeah,
I have 2 accounts though, but I only use one. It's just like I can't imagine going back and forth all the time.
No, it comes to the point. It's because I was getting banned on Facebook all the time.
Some have 1 million accounts because I know some burners follow me. It's like, who's this? To click on it, some girl who started their account 2 days ago. 3 pictures of like.
Look,
and then you follow me. Like, what?
Let me rephrase that. All right, if you got one account for your personal stuff and then one professional one, I understand, right?
Yeah, that's different.
People have dual identity stuff they do.
Yeah. I have one for my personal, and then I have a professional Instagram, right, for my actual job. So I get that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, in terms of creating burners to go at people, and then you're sitting I don't know how many email accounts are you guys making up? This shit is crazy.
Yeah, that was complicated enough for me just to have one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can only do one at a time if you.
That's what I said. I am who I say this all the time. I'm who I am, regardless, and I don't have any desire to make multiple accounts because I've come to the conclusion it's like this: if you don't want me around, and my purpose is to make burner accounts just to bother you, that says more about me than it does about you. That means that I have the problem. So
1,000%.
That's the way I look at it. What's the purpose of it? What does it serve? I mean, literally, dude had burner accounts that said Skywalker answer my question. I mean, that was an actual account.
There was a few
like that, but
there was a few.
Wow.
There was a few in Seal's channel. That's it, Skywalker Beta. I saw that one. Yeah. So this is obviously the same group of people, all to do with these.
It's the same person.
It's the same person. Yeah.
You know who it is?
Oh yeah.
Hey man, they like
the same person with
they like them.
Other burners.
Yeah.
They can't let you go.
Well,
some high school bullshit.
He learned from the Uber Eats driver. That's how he learned. He learned from him. The Uber Eats driver's got 1,000,001 burner accounts. And like you said, Skywalker, that whole thing could get solved very, very simple.
You got it.
All they need to do,
good detective skills there
is
from
make
Kal-El.
it so that you can only have one social media account per platform.
No, Snyder Queen's right. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Snyder Queen's always right.
Yeah. RJ, that's what sprung to mind for me.
Yeah. Facts. Dude, man, look, I'm just saying though. Hey, look, last night was a prime example. You know what I'm saying? We're in a Twitter space, which I'm starting to notice we might be needed in these Twitter spaces more. There might be a cool table Twitter space coming up pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, show up to that too. But no, I'm in this space. We're having a wonderful conversation, right? We're sharing ideas, and it's like a great back and forth, even though, we had some people that was kind of disagreeing. I was one of them, right? But it was a wonderful conversation, and then all of a sudden, Mr. 1,000 accounts come in, you know what I'm saying? And then he's just like, it just all went to hell. And I just left as soon as he started talking, but I'm not engaging with them anymore. Y'all got to pay to talk to me. Facts. Y'all got to pay to talk to me.
Oh, yeah.
There's a paywall.
Show me that.
If I'm hearing something worthless, at least give me something worth, like money or something.
Only the homies get to talk to me for free.
No value.
Only the homies get to talk to me for free.
You got a request, dude.
You got respect first.
Respect, that's the first thing.
The
first thing. And I will say that, like, earlier too, like, there were some people who were giving differing opinions in Sill's chat, and I was just letting them go because they are not disrespectful. See, you can have a different opinion and say it over on this side as long as you're not a fucking douchebag about it.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Just be respectful.
Look, we was arguing earlier because y'all was trying to slander The Rock. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not letting that go.
I was just laying the smackdown in my promo.
All I gotta say about The Rock, though, he may not have had a whole lot of sole lead movies, but in every Rock film that I've ever watched, I've enjoyed it a lot.
No, I don't hate
The Rock. You know what I mean? Well, we're not expecting him to be anything other than himself. And people want to.
He's great in Snitch.
He's
gonna. That was a good film.
That's not a bad thing, yo.
That was a good film.
He's proven that he's good in movies, in great action movies. Like, that's what we want to see. What's the big deal?
Denzel Washington is the same motherfucker in every movie he's in.
Right.
That's true.
And I love seeing it. Is the same guy in every movie. Right? Yeah. And we don't expect him to not be Denzel. When we see him, we expect to see Denzel, right? All those movies that The Rock was in that, quote unquote, didn't do as well. If The Rock wasn't in them, they would have made less money than they made.
Absolutely.
Yeah, things like Skyscraper and that,
And Rampage.
Couple of tough ones.
San Andreas did pretty well,
Well, I didn't mind that San Andreas. I like a bit of disaster movie.
Yeah, I guess
And I do agree with Kal-El. The Rock was a huge acquisition for DC because back in the day, it was like an arms race on who was going to get The Rock first. I can remember that. It was like, it's like Marvel going to get him or is DC going to get him? And it was like a bidding war almost. And then when he signed on to be Black Adam, it was huge.
Back in 1998, he signed on to be Black Adam.
He signed on, and we thought he was going to be playing next season like an NFL star, but
I think he signed on in like 2014, to be honest.
He signed on like a fucking MLB draft.
It was after Man of Steel for sure. It was 2014. It wasn't that long. He got that in a decade.
No.
It took him 10 years to get to the fucking big leagues.
Yeah. But a lot of actors, like some of my favourite, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, is one of my favourites, has played near enough the same character in every movie for years. No one ever complained about that.
That's fine.
Like, what do you want? Arnold to be Daniel Day-Lewis? Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the hell? You died drunk, you're a milkshake.
Actually, funny you mentioned that. I watched that The Iron Mask with Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not a very good movie, but it's one of them. It's so bad, it's good. I actually quite enjoyed it. It's a couple of good fights between Arnie and Jackie Chan in it. I thought it was actually not bad. I probably will watch that again.
In a movie, do we not expect him to have dope fight scenes? Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly. Exactly. And they want to fucking debate over the nth metal and all that stuff. And it's like, bro, have you seen the movie yet? Like, we don't know how that fucking fight ends. So it's like, but I guess he's dead, right? He's dead. He's gonna reincarnate in the next movie, bro. That was like, yeah, dude, that's what we know off that one scene. He definitely died right there, right? Like, he's dead right there for sure. And they want to bitch about that. It's like, okay, obviously you guys don't like The Rock as Black Adam. That's cool. Like, but you don't have to keep hating on people that are going to see it with open eyes and open mind. Like, we all went and saw fucking that the Suicide Squad, and we knew that it was actually going to be shit going into it, and we still saw it just to see what it was like.
Look, I don't know about that Suicide Squad shit. But I will say this, all right, with Black Adam. This is why I'm a little bit kind of upset with a lot of the pushback that we've been getting from some people in our own fandom, is because if they announce Zack is back,
that was right. Yeah.
And if Henry Cavill is in this movie, everybody's gonna go see this shit, right? Yeah. So it's like, yo, man, everybody just chill out, and let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if Zack is back, y'all all gonna go see this shit anyway, and then you're gonna be looking like hypocrites.
I wasn't comparing the Black Adam with the Suicide Squad either, though. I was just saying that, like, I'm gonna go into them with the same mindset. Like, okay, what is this movie? You know, just I'm open. I'm gonna have an open mind. I'm not gonna judge it beforehand.
And I was just saying that I'm not.
I downloaded it, to be honest with you.
Going to go pay to go watch that movie. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay. I didn't pay for that.
Absolutely.
Or Peacemaker, because in Britain it weren't released straight away.
I didn't watch one episode of Peacemaker.
I struggled for
Peacemaker was the opening number, and I was like, okay,
I've said about this before. It was a funny story.
The Justice League episode where the silhouettes showed up. That was the only episode I watched, and I regretted watching that. So
no, I struggled to get through it. My brother came home because he stays with me sometimes, and he saw me sitting. I'm sitting. Oh, fuck's sake! I honestly am struggling to get through this, and because I make sure to watch these things, just to see what they're like. And never again. That was a painful experience from beginning to end. And then that Justice League thing. That just I was in a bad mood for about 3 days after that Justice League. That really pissed me off.
I was like, hell.
Nah. Vigilante in the comics is a savage. Do you know what I mean? And they made him
he's
full.
I had some of his issues when they rebooted him a few times.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm just always going to clown some of these films. I'm just having fun, but I'm not going to clown people who want to watch them. Go ahead, watch them.
That's fine. I always say that.
I'm just boycotting because I'm waiting for this. Then I'll
exactly.
I'm dead serious. That works for me.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. Do what y'all feel good.
That's right.
I need to bring Snyder back.
And money is the biggest voice overall. So if people want to spend their money how they want to spend their money, it's your money. How you want to?
But tell me why there's all these Peacemaker Blu-rays in the Walmart bargain bin, 4 for $4.
Because ain't nobody want that shit, bro. Let's be
gas
honest.
station. Okay.
I'm not just talking about like the Peacemaker, but I'm talking about the Peacemaker Blu-ray that comes with the DVD and the digital copy too, like the Digipack. They're all in the bargain bins over at Walmart.
I wanted to take a picture. I should have earlier today when I was at Walmart, but there was a Blu-ray section, and there was one where it was like superhero movies, and the whole it was like a ghost town, right? But all that was there was like 9 or 10 the Batman movies, bro, and I fucking died laughing. I was dying. My girl was like, "What do you let?" Oh, I see what you're laughing at. I was like, no one wants that shit, dude. It's gonna stay there. It's just gonna fucking get moldy on the shelf, bro.
I
Pull
saw that
back
Target.
up,
There's a whole line
Yeah,
of
yeah.
his figures. just like
Thank
they
you.
overnight, then they unpack the boxes, you know. And
You're
they're
right.
neat. No one was
I
looking
like-
through them either, you know. I was like, dang.
It's
Hey,
gonna
Hey,
end up.
Shadow, right, yo.
Yeah,
It's like
like-
11 p.m. or something.
The Rock showed a lot of passion yesterday
he
out
did.
there.
That's
Putting
why I
that
said I
suit
felt
on
sorry. I felt
and
sorry
doing
for him.
that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I genuinely felt sorry for him because he weren't happy about that.
That
Yeah. I just want him to, you know,
He looks really,
you know,
really
He
uncomfortable.
he
embrace
got
what the
hard
audience
when
is
he
saying
went out
or
there.
about to.
He got
Don't ignore
hard
it.
when he went out there. He was getting hard off himself when he went out there in that Black Adam costume, and everybody thought it was a statue. Look, I understand that people feel bad for him, but I look at it like this: if he really wanted to raise the roof, there's things he could have did that would have rose that roof. So I really.
What
don't
if he
feel all
can't
that
though,
bad
Zod?
for
What
him.
if he can't do that? What if he
There's a
cannot
point
come
too.
out
What if he can't?
like
He's
right?
the
Like what do you
Rock.
do?
What he says goes.
Made me
Everybody
unsub
listen
from
to The Rock.
HBO Max.
Something in that moment, his eyes
Hey,
lost.
The Rock
That's
ain't Zaslav.
yeah, Zaslav. If you're watching, look, this is what's happening to your HBO subscribers. Yeah, they make. Yeah, is that right?
Yo,
Sorry.
I got a theory. This is the funnest part about the Snyder fandom is we get to
Fair
speculate
enough, back down.
and theorize, right? We get to say what we think might happen. Oh man, maybe they'll do this. Who knows? Maybe they'll do this. This is my favorite part about talking about movies because we don't know everything that's gonna happen yet, so we get to speculate. We're not scoopers. We're just talking like, hey, maybe this will
Yeah,
happen.
it's fans.
Okay, so let me say this: the Shazam scene in the movie, or in the trailer
intro
when he's
was
talking
lame, so
about
okay.
the Batman, the Flash, and Aquaman, right? So we know that in this Justice League, in the Snyder Verse, there's other heroes. What if he's probably going to name what we think is Superman and show Cavill, right? Then he's going to probably name Wonder Woman, right? Show Godot. But what if he names Green Lantern and we see the Green Lantern scene from what was supposed to be in the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and they use it there, and that's where we see it instead of at the end of the Snyder Cut. We see it as like a little forward piece of the Green Lantern, and that's just a little snippet for all of us
I
that
think
it's connected to Snyderverse.
we getting that damn Emerald cut or whatever it's gonna be
Oh,
called.
for sure.
Yeah, sounds
What if they
logical.
dropped that first and they were like, "Oh yeah, and here's the
Cut.
Emerald Cut if you
Emerald
want to
edition.
see an extended
Yeah.
version of that."
That is gonna be the first place we see that Zack Snyder Green Lantern.
Because Zack Snyder made it
The Blu-ray will
public
be
that they told him he couldn't have it in, so that's going to be a nice little fuck you from Zack.
Are you kidding?
To
They're
the
gonna
old
milk
regime.
the Snyder cut.
Yeah,
They're gonna milk the Snyder cut for every dime they can get off of it. So you best believe that Emerald cut is coming out.
And you best believe that we're all going to buy every different version.
And we'll be like, what now, Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Bro, look, it's gonna
Highlander
be
2
the books and
Renegade
all that
Edition.
shit all over again.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if we see that scene though? What if we see that scene in Shazam and it canonizes that
Release
first?
the Emerald
What if,
cut, yeah.
what if we see that in
They still
Shazam
gonna
first?
say it don't matter, Austin.
I think I'm just saying that would be cool.
That's what they'll say. Yeah,
They
they'll
gonna
be
say
like,
that shit don't matter.
that doesn't
Look.
matter. That's not.
Hey.
That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, that scene was shot in Zach's driveway, but that doesn't mean anything, right?
Nothing.
Dog,
Yeah.
that's not back.
Zod. Apparently, he didn't follow COVID protocols when he shot that scene. That's why it's not in the movie, right?
Yeah.
People are weird, Joe. Look. I want to say much love to this whole panel. I gotta fucking dip out. This has been a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Savage Bat, Lord's Coach,
Man,
Lord Coach.
you and me both, Skywalker. You just said that like I gotta dip out too. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
we'll call it a day.
oh,
Everyone say their little piece and say goodbye. We'll go around. Koj, go on. Say
Hey,
we'll call
a
this
lot
a
of
day.
wins. Love y'all. We have a lot of good confirmation. Nothing set back. Restore the Snyder Verse. Mad love to you, Skywalker Jedi. You know, I'm just clowning. You know, the non-Snyder stuff. I do have love for Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. But yeah, and shout out Zod Rider. Shout out to the good Austin, the good spit knowledge and truth and A lot of heart, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
And Savage Bat, thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks. This will be, in the future we'll do more. You know this. This has been great today. Really great fun.
Love you, Koj.
Thanks. Yes, brother. And you, Skywalker?
Yeah, I want to say much love to the whole panel, to Lord Koj. You know what I'm saying? It's always great when we get to share a panel and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always legendary, always great vibes. You dig? Shout out to General Zod. You know what I'm saying? Always holding it down. Part of Voltron. You know what I'm saying? You already know. It go way deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the good Austin. My fellow cool table member. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Much love and appreciation. Been putting in that work, grinding, fighting that good fight. And last but certainly not least, shout out to the Savage Bat. You know, it's always great to be able to rock out with you, you know, and I appreciate you rocking out and, you know, reaching out to me too. So
it's always an honor. I'm so sorry I missed the stream yesterday. I was asleep. But next time. You
needed a break, bro. You needed a break. We understand.
I was asleep after all that shenanigans with this, the San Diego Comic Con. I was like, donk.
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
And last but not least, much love to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. It's always dope getting to entertain you guys, and you know, great vibes to all of you.
Absolutely. What a great night. I'm gonna let Zod go last because he's the legend, so I don't have to follow up Zod. That's a hard task for me. I just want to say we're gonna have great times in the future. This weekend may not have been what we wanted, but guess what? My birthday is in late September, so why not celebrate some DC fandom with my birthday? You know what I'm saying?
Mine too.
Oh, word, you Virgo son? Virgo son?
Libra, bro.
Okay.
No worries, Marcus. You're a legend.
That's cool though. I'm a cuss baby basically, so I'm Libra too. But fuck that Zodiac bullshit. What's in the stars is the Snyder Verse. Great time for all of us.
See what I'm talking about right there.
I love this panel and I love this community, as I always say. And Savage, thanks for having us on. Thanks for letting us hang out and kind of close this weekend off with a nice little nightcap for everybody. And if you want to know why Savage wasn't on Cell Stream yesterday, just check out Skywalker stream on Friday night. You'll see.
Yeah. Too sweet.
I love you guys. Yeah. Everybody on this panel, man.
Much love to everybody on this panel. Y'all are amazing. Austin, Skywalker, Koj, and Savage Bat. Thank you, Savage Bat, for having us as always.
Always a pleasure.
This is incredible. You know, much love to the cool table. Skywalker, that was the greatest thing you could have ever come up with. That's so amazing stuff.
Word.
You know, this is great. Y'all we're gonna keep doing what we do. Every day is a party. Every day is a party around here. There ain't nobody. We're not crying over sour grapes or anything. We're happy regardless, and we're moving forward, and we're gonna keep positive, and we're gonna get everything in due time. So you know what? It's all about patience, and it's all about just staying the course and being excellent to each other, guys. This is all it's ever been about. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Absolutely.
And the man right here.
Zod is the man.
What are you talking about?
Neil before Zod. And I'd just like to say thank you to everyone here and who was on before, Marcus and everyone, for turning up today and showing your support. Being a part of this family is very important to me, and I've always got all of your backs, no matter what. And I feel honoured to be a part of it. And we've just got a great future ahead of us because of the way we are. Positivity, truth, like we were saying. And nothing can fuck with that. You can't beat it. Nope. You know, Knights at the Round Table shit. And betas don't understand this shit. That's just end of story. And I'd say special thank you to the chat. Everyone that's been great in here. Snyder Queen, Anna, Retro Nerd Girl. People turning up was absolute honour, you know, to all of you.
Anna Cordoso.
Anna Cordosa. Love, much respect.
Snyder Queen.
Yeah.
Out to the Queen.
Yeah, that's right. And right, we'll wrap this up. And thank you very much for everyone. Have a great one. Just stay positive. You know, Snyder Nation, as Seal says. We're going to make this. Just be patient. It's coming. And that's the end of the story.
Toby fist pump.
I'm the motherfucking Batman. This is the Savage Bat Channel. Batman out.